The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultra Gear Gaming Monitor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. the glorious battle.
Alrighty then, everybody, welcome back to the WWE Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultra Gear in association with AC Fab and TEC Gaming and Games The Shop. I am your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Baba Gusta, and our admin, Mr. Reborn, as we are here for the game between Havox and Team Area 69, the second stream and the second set of games of Day 3 of Division 3. In Season 4, Clubhouse is going to be the map of choice. Havox will be attacking against the defense of Team Area 69. And curiously enough, Area 69 actually was on stream earlier today against the side of Almost Walkover, where Area 69 put their first win of the season on board. They are 3 matches and 1 win up in the leaderboard. While the side of Havox, they haven't had any games today yet, but as of last week, at the end of last week, they've played one, and they've actually won one and lost one amongst the 2 games that they played. So they're mostly equalizing right now, smack at the bottom, not the bottom, the middle of the table, at the 5th position, just below the 5 Kins of Azrael. With that being said, it's going to be interesting to see whether or not Havox can climb a spot today, or are Team Area 69 going to get their second win on board, because both teams, they are 1 win each. With that being said, Baba, how do you feel on this fine evening?
Well, Jack, it's going to be also damn interesting, as we saw from the previous 2 matches where we saw Area 69 go up against Almost Walkovers. Even though Almost Walkovers did had a little bit of problems going up against 69 on a map of Theme Park, I believe. Wait, was it Theme Park or was it? I think it was a different map. Anyways, on to the second matchup where Almost Walkovers did win up against another teammate. So this time we are going to be seeing Area 69 going up against Team Havox. And just like you said, Team Area 69 has a little bit of, I would say, practice already being made. So with Havox getting their first matchup in on Division 3, I am really excited to see how it's going to work out, Jack.
Absolutely. We're just waiting on the ready confirmation from both of these teams. And of course, we'll be starting in just a moment. Actually, we're starting right now, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the game. Havox versus Area 69 is live, and it is on the map of Clubhouse, the map that has seen so much play across the 3 seasons that we've had before this. And Season 4, we've seen Clubhouse aplenty, but not quite as frequently as Seasons 2 or 3, primarily down to the fact that the auto map ban system has basically prevented teams from playing this game on back-to-back matches on back-to-back days. But the ban phase is already in play. Team Area 69 being on defense get the first ban of the map, and they are going to take down the Thatcher. Thatcher, of course, we all know exactly why. He's on the board, a very powerful, very useful operator with very good guns. And the second ban from the side of Havox is going to be the Nomad, another operator that Clubhouse in particular sees a lot of banning, primarily down to the fact that she has a lot of map control potential right there, shutting down runouts, shutting down flanks, and be having, again, a very good arsenal of weapons. While Havox will have, of course, the first defensive ban, and they are going to take the Kaid off the board right here, as Kaid, a fairly useful operator, and seeing as the Thatcher is already banned, having the Kaid ban will actually help push the site of Basement Church and Arsenal just a little bit sooner and a little bit easier from the side of the attack. So Havox with a smart ban right there, and Area 69 are going to be banning the Valkyrie as, well, again, fairly standard when it comes to Clubhouse. When it comes to any map, really, Valkyrie and Thatcher are 2 very standard bans, down to the fact that, again, Valkyrie, a lot of intel and a lot of intel conversion into kills potential from that one operator. With that being said, the ban phase is over. The banned operators, of course, are Thatcher, Nomad, Kaid, and Valkyrie. Let's have a quick look at both the rosters from both of these. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Havox and Team Area 69. Well, not quite welcome back for all of our viewers at home. Well, actually, it is still a welcome back, but not for the players, so to speak. It wasn't a rehost that we are coming back from. It is actually a full-blown stream issue that we're coming back from. The game was still going on, and as you can see, the game itself has reached a score of 2-1 in the time that has elapsed since we unfortunately had to go offline. But that doesn't really change much outside of the fact that the game has happened, and that's pretty much it. With that being said, I'm not really sure what kind of a tangent I was about to go off on there. With that being said, we are going to be moving to Basement Church on the fourth round, excuse me, as the last round that was on Sangfroid CCTV was won by Havox. That's the one we got to saw here at the casting scene, and it was a finish to a round. I'm a little sad that we didn't get to see cast that one for the stream, but sometimes some unfortunate things just happen. Can't really be helped. Basement Church is going to be in play as 2-1 is the scoreline on round 4. Havox are in the early game lead, but how long will they be able to hold this early game lead for is the real question. We do have the Mozzie in play from Zim. The man's playing the Australian operator with the pests, of course, the little spider drones that can catch the attackers. Drones and take them over, but Yakuza, hello, over here at the changing rooms, he could make a big play right now because there is an Ash right outside of the western exit of the building, but the Ash right now has just moved away towards the northern end of the building, and Yakuza is going to pull back after seeing the default cams being broken by the attackers one by one. Kingstar is directly above him, mind you, so if Yakuza, excuse me, uses his ability, he could get spotted out. Meanwhile, the Kali is in play once again. We saw Zam playing the Kali back in round 1 before we had the unfortunate stream disconnect. As right now, Teddy actually is taking a bit of damage in the meanwhile. Not sure where that came out of, but he's going to be still breaking open the hatch below him. However, ooh, Tertio with the impact grenade onto Teddy. He gave his life for that, and that was a trade of rather bizarre proportions. Teddy took down Tertio, but Tertio's impact grenade had already gone into the flight as he was going to find Luxia, and there's the Mozzie with another one. Zim onto Zam. Oh wow, that's catchy right there. Zim onto Zam, but we're going to save that for later. Lynch and Kingslayer are the last ones remaining, as that is of course the Thermite and the IQ on the attack in a 4 versus 2. Team AS69 look poised to win this one on a Basement Church, and that would bring them, the equalizer onto 2-2. But will they be able to, unless Havox, that is Lynch and Kingslayer, bring out something really special right now? Yakuza holding inside a bar. He could find the IQ right now. If Kingslayer does not peek the right angle, he could be taken out, but he's going to move into bathroom. The pre-fire from the whistle is going to give away his position. Is he still going to get this kill? The IQ is trying to find him, but not quite. There's Lynch trying to find this visual as well. He will. No, it's Kingslayer to find Yakuza. Even then, he tried to make a rotate into the hallway with his impacts. Unfortunately, he got taken out just for that. Zim coming down the metal stairs on the eastern end of Clubhouse. He could again make a huge play right now. He's on the flank. Lynch is probably watching that. No, he's opening up the motor hatch. That's going to signal for the defenders to know where this push is going to come in from in the last 50 seconds of the round. As Zim slowly pushing up the lounge area, he's going to go inside of, actually, he's inside of the site. Decided against the flank to go in. Lynch has gone for the drop. He's going to be opening up the main wall. I don't think he has any exothermic charges left, which would be a real shame. Kingslayer going for the peak, trying to find where the Mozzie is playing by the boxes. Lynch is here to try and support, but the gas canisters from the smoke masking his entryway, or masking his flank if he chooses to go for it, of course. But Lynch and the IQ forced to go through the hallway of death, and there we go. Mozzie's going to answer that. He's got one, and there's Spidey Time the Jaeger to find another. Team Area 69 are going to win round 4 on Basement Church. And we are back with the stream, and they are back with the equalizer. 2-2 on round 5.
Well, round 5, and as I recall, on the third round, where on the site where Team Area 69 was defending on a site of CCTV, Havox actually won by post plant. So this time on round 5, we are going to be seeing a Team Area 69 defending on a site of CCTV room yet again. And I believe they have strengthened up their defenses and make sure that those plant won't be able to make it yet again. And if you see on the side of Team Havox, they're having 2 double heart breachers. You have Thermite and Hibana, who's been playing by Lynch and Teddy Oi. On on a specific map like a clubhouse, having a hard breacher is quite a necessity,
Defenders,
even
protect your bombs from
because
being
the
defused by
sites like
attackers.
CCTV and the basement church actually does quite require a hard breacher. So without them getting into the site is more of an impossible task for the attacker to
Located
get
a bomb.
into. So without any further ado, we'll just head on in and on from the preparation phase. As we see from Team Area 69, we have Yakuza, who's been playing as the Vigil. He's been performing also damn perfectly well, and he's timing with his flanks with the
10 seconds to
perfect
go.
precision, I would say. On towards the flank wise, he actually took out, I would say,
seconds to
more
go.
than 2 or 3 of the operators, which is quite important. I believe it was Luxia,
Attackers
Teddy,
are
and
moving to
Zam,
defuse the bomb.
all 3 of them down in the hands of a roamer. So with that, Havox needs to keep that in mind, that their first objective is to take out I would say the roamer, and I believe Yakuza is actually thinking of going for a run out, or I would say a little bit of a bullet hole, just to aim it either near from the to hold an angle from the jacuzzi room, or to at least try to take off some players off guard. Kyle is going to be using her ability to take out some of Bandit's charges, and we're going to be seeing Hibana and Thermite using both of their utilities just to make sure that Bandit won't be there to charge it. So look at that, Tertio already inside the site. He hears the exothermic charge, and he will place it. Will it be successful? Well, it will be successful for now. The only thing is he just needs to call for Caillou to use one of those abilities again, and there you have it. The sound comes in, but still, Bandit's charge is still up in effect. So it's going to be really difficult for him. It would have been better if they had a Zofia to use it from below, and just by that, Yakuza will be there to take out King Slayer. And just like I said, Vigil's roaming capabilities is working quite well in the favor of Team Area 69. So Lynch really needs to be careful because he has the diffuser in hand. He actually sees the head of Vigil. No, he loses the fight instead, and Yakuza will get a double kill. Oh no, this is not working well on the side of Team Havox here. The Steady is the only operator left, and she needs to figure it out to clutch a 1v4 situation here. She still has a breach charge. She can be able to use one of the breach charges to at least use a distraction, but no. Seems the barricades down, so she's going for the pre-fire. And Spidey time is he's just going to fall back from the catwalk of Garage, and he'll be there safe and sound, with Hibana having absolutely no idea to what to do. Even CCTV's wall isn't open. I mean, not even the construction wall. Oh, never mind. The construction wall is actually opened from none other than Hibana's Skyros Palace. Tries to go for the diffuser. It's not going to work out. With Cherry taking the final kill against Cherry, they will win round 5 on CCTV.
Round 5 goes to the side of the defenders as Team Area 69. Looks like what they needed was a win on the basement church area to give themselves not just the equalizer, but also the win on CCTV. They're going to be heading to Sangfroid Gym Bedroom on the last defending round that they're going to have in this map, unless, of course, they go to overtime, and that is a long ways away. Round 6, the last round before roll swap, is in, and this match looks like it's going to be pretty close cut indeed. We've got fairly standard picks, actually the triple heart breacher from the side of the attack, as Teddy with the Thermite, Zam with the Hibana, and Maverick from Kingslayer. Alright, looks like they want to emphasize on the fact that Heart Breach is actually one of the most important tools in Clubhouse, seeing as it can open up many angles, lines of sight, and pretty much turn a site, any room, into a kill box where you're effectively shooting fish in a barrel. And the side of the defense, Area 69 are going to be well aware of that, as they will look to counter with, of course, the use of the jammers, the bandit batteries, the ADSs, and everything in between. We do have Yakuza playing the Vigil once again. Zim on the Mozzie, as there's a little bit of intel denial in there as well, thanks to the Mozzie, the Vigil, and the Mute. So, defenders, of course,
10 seconds left.
of course, working nicely together between themselves, their abilities comboing nicely, as Yakuza is going to go all the way down to the basement. All right, interesting right there. He's going to make a run for the dirt container area, excuse me. And that could actually be big because the dirt container area, especially the wall off to the side, the left of it that is, overlooks the jacuzzi, the jacuzzi breach that the thermite or a maverick usually go for. So one punch hole there means you're getting one easy kill if the attackers are unaware. And usually most attackers are, even though that is a fairly common spot, so to speak. You'd think teams would work to counter that first, but not quite. We have the Vigil just safely playing in here. Yakuza inside of the container. Lynch, there's no fear. He's going to be looking to deny those ADSs with, of course, the use of his concussives from the lifelines, as the mute is actually going to put down a jammer on the bedroom hallway. I believe that's on the gym door as Yakuza's moved away from his previous position. A grenade comes in. It's not going to find anything. Mighty Cherry actually takes a lot of damage. All right, he looks like he was just a little too close to that. But that, of course, more importantly, is taking away the mute jammers and the bandit batteries, which means the breach will happen from Teddy. The breach is in. Cherry's taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to pull back and think about what kind of fights he needs to take and what kind of fights he can avoid. As, of course, picking gunfights against Team Area 69, against Havox for Area 69 is going to be important. Spiderham's taking so much damage, but Zam's here to find Cherry inside the logistics already. The Hibana with the bearing 9 as the Ashes found one more, but the Hibana goes down. That is Zim onto Zam once again. Lynch is inside a bathroom, mind you. He could find the Mozzie any second. That's right. He's going to find Kingside. It's a 3 versus 3. Lots of bodies are being dropped as Zim is very, very confused as to where these attackers are holding. The Vigil also unaware of the Zofa inside the bathroom. Will he pay the price for it? No, he won't. It instead will be Lynch, but the Vigil gets taken down instead. That is Thermite Teddy outside of the main breach as Spiderham's found to Luxia. Spiderham's got a double kill for himself as the Jaeger. It's all down to Zim and Spidey versus Teddy, the last man on the attack. It was a very chaotic round. It's been a very chaotic round so far. But this one lone Thermite, he's got to find 2 defenders and he won't find anybody. The peek is in from the Mozzie. Zim sitting behind the panel. The overturned bed, really, the overturned mattress inside of gym, inside of bedroom is going to take the last kill. And that is going to give the side of the defense yet another round on board. Round 6 goes to them. And it's a 4-2 score going into round 7. A big lead from the side of Area 69. But here's the cherry on the cake, shall we say. As in, Havox are now on defense, right? They are on defense as of round 7 roll. So that means they now take the inherent advantage of being on Clubhouse, because Clubhouse is quite the defender side of map. No joke, it may have attacker wins every now and again, but Clubhouse is quite the defender side of map. So it's going to be interesting to see how the side of Team Area 69 on the attack now, how they're going to outperform or try to outperform the defensive team to try and get their rounds on board.
Attackers need to locate and
Well,
defuse
Jack,
bombs.
the caster's curse is up in effect, and here only we get to determine how defender-sided map this is going to be, because each and every time we say that it's a defender-sided map, it always goes the opposite. Well, I would definitely say that Team Area 69 has an opportunity to win back in due to the fact that they already have 2 points lead, winning on the site of Gym, CCTV, and Basement Church. I believe, yep. And that it was on the round 4, 5th, and 6th, where Team Area 69 successfully those 3 sites where Team Havox actually did quite win. I still don't remember. I believe they did one on the first round where they were where Team Area 69 was holding on the site of Basement Church. And yeah, with that, we are going to progress on towards action phase as Team Area 69 will be on attack with Yakuza playing as the Ash. And we have a double hard breachers. Double hard breachers, Thermite and Maverick, who's going to be played as Tertio and Cherry. Maverick, it's quite simple. He can be at least, he's just going to, if there's any utilities being found, Maverick can be able to, use at least a little bit of his breaching shots, and he just use it as best as he can. A little bit of, a misutility usage from Thermite as he throws his flashbang, but in the end, he can be able to open up one of the, I believe, the exothermic charges to open up from the CCTV, as we are going to be seeing Maverick doing his stuff, opening up the walls in such precise manner, but he still needs to be careful because there is Bandit with the C4 prepped and ready. A little bit of circle coming in, the C4 being tossed out, but ooh, what a great deny there from Spidey time, denying the C4 at the right time, saving the flesh is, I would say the flesh skin of none other than Maverick himself. But look at that, Luxia with the melee hole. It's going to be just a matter of time to find the exact head of both of those operators here, but sad to say that both of them are prone, and with that, Jaeger won't be able to find anything, so he'll just be... I would definitely say he'll just be waiting there as best as he can. Meanwhile, we see Cherry and we see Jaeger with the fight, and he will eventually win against Cherry. That's a Maverick down, but his work is already been done here. Yakuza is already inside the bedroom. He's gonna whip out his pistol, but no, Echo will win the fight instead. Tokebi is already in on the fight, and he'll get the kill onto Kingslayer here. They've already have inside the site on towards Tokebi is already inside the site, but still needs to be careful on the Jaeger. But whoa, ho, ho, the SMG-11 plays, never mind, it wasn't the SMG-11, but in fact it was the EMR plays being used up to full effect from none other than Zim. And now with that, the attackers have control on the site, as we are going to be seeing Toshio planting the diffuser. And with that, Team Area 69 will succeed, as Spidey Time will take the final kill against Shazam, as they will win round 7 on Jim.
Well then, round 7, the first round on attack for Area 69 goes quite well in their favor. They did lose a couple of bodies to some cheeky peeks here and there, but unfortunately Havox not pulling out enough of a play right here to give themselves that advantage, give themselves a chance, a way to come back and equalize right here. As oh dear me, Lynch has been given the AFK pick of the Tachanka. That is their 6-pick ticket right there, as a second floor gym is going to be the site of choice once again. Dekebi gets 6-picked in out of the Jackal, and Lynch out of the Lord himself into the smoke right there. Of course, you always want to smoke, as you know, that's it's actually a pun now that I think about it, but I won't think about that too much because
I mean, Smoke is quite great at denying, you know,
exactly,
thanks to his smoke canister. So yeah, let's just go methodical rather than making a joke about it, right, Jack?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, yep. Lynch.
Yep.
We're both here for fun. We're both here to make this as entertaining as possible. So some jokes, some cringe jokes here and there. Do forgive us, all of our viewers at home, but you know, it's the Baba Blackjack show. So, yep. I don't know. That just came into my head. I do apologize for that. Once again, bad jokes. We have them. Let's just leave it at that.
We have them.
Round 8 is in play. Havox are 2 down against the 5-round win score that Team Area 69 have in play for themselves. As right now, of course, it's pretty much the impetus is on Havox right now. They're in a 3-round deficit. They need to get rounds on board if they want to equalize and give themselves a chance to win. Area 69, all they have to do is win 2 more rounds. They're sitting quite pretty right now. If they go to match point from here, then pretty much, yeah, as Baba said, Caster's Curse will be affecting the match at hand, because then Area 69 will have pretty much proved me wrong by saying Clubhouse may be a defender-sided map on most days, but it's not going to be that today. Again, it's just 1 attacking round that they've won so far. They'll have to win a few more because, again, they're not changing roles until they go to overtime. Spy time with the breach charge onto the CCTV main wall. And nice and quickly making a little bit of rotate in and out of CCTV. Zam, the Legion, is in that area, of course. So he's going to be joined by the Jaeger. That is Luxia. As Maverick's going for the half-wall trick once again, nice and quickly. A small canister comes up, but Kingslayer with the C4 is going to find Spidey time. That is a huge kill right there. The Zofia goes down as... okay, interesting use of the bandit battery right there from Kingslayer. He's trying to do as much damage as he can to either of these operators, and the C4 looks like it was it from the drone hole, or was it from the breach? I think it may have been from the breach.
I mean,
as the Yakuza.
It definitely has to be the breach. It definitely has to be the breach.
Well, it probably was for all intents and purposes. Kingslayer has retreated back to the safety of the bathroom area as Terry will be going for the half-wall trick, but Zam's dropped another one. That's Zim. And, okay, the smoke tried to go for a run-out. Unfortunately for him, he's not going to win that. That is Tertio, the thermite on the roof, who's won that little skirmish. Zam himself was pretty low on HP, so he might be the next one to fall, as the half-wall trick has been done by the Maverick, but there's nobody to breach it. Actually, there's the Ash to breach it, and that is Yakuza. That has already been done from the looks of things, as the bandit tries to go for a bit of a quick peek, but he's not going to find anybody just yet. Kingslayer inside of the bathroom. He could play, if he plays his cards right, he could find another kill for himself. Cherry, he's got to be very careful right now. Grenade is being cooked, but he's going to throw it, but the bandit has already left. Kingslayer playing smart. More shots are being exchanged, but no damage being exchanged by either of these operators. Teddy Boy has come to join the fight from the main stairs area. The castle trying to support the bandit as much as he can. He's got to be careful of logistics, although no one's actually there. Yakuza's on the main stairs running around, might just give away his position. The castle on the main stairs, I don't think he knows. Yakuza's moving quite fast, and the proximity round is going to give away the Ash's position. The castle's going to come in for the peak, but will the Ash win this? Yes, she will. That is the castle of the board. That's a 3v3 equalizer as 36 seconds remain. The bathroom wall is being breached by the thermite. He's going to watch his cover as Cherry's going to find one more. That's Kingslayer of the board. It's a 3 versus 2 right now. Suddenly, the man counts in favor of the attackers, but there's Luxia. Will he find somebody? Yes, he will. Through the castle barricade, just underneath it, drops the diffuser. The play from the Jaeger may have just secured them the round. Less than 16 seconds remain. Zems from Yakuza. It's all down to Cherry. The one man against two defenders. He's going to find one. That is the Legion off the board. There's the Jaeger on the main stairs. The shots are giving away his position. He's going to have to go for the kill right now. Or the plant. Cherry's trying to bait it. The Jaeger, he's got enough time. As there we go. The plant will not go off. Luxia will finally get the kill. It was a little bit of a mad scramble towards the end, but Cherry will ultimately go down because there was no time to fake the plant. And that, of course, gives the side of the defense Havox. Round 8, they keep themselves alive for a few more rounds right here, as the score is now 5-3.
Well, what a great play there from Luxia, getting that kill through the castle barricade to eventually gain the win against Team Area 69, but still the win is not done just yet because they still have around 3 to 4 points more to go, and it's quite interesting to see that Luxia has decided to pick the operator of them all, Oryx, but since he's not be able to pick it, he's just going to expect it to Mira instead. I mean, it's quite interesting to see that Mira is not being banned. I just checked it out. I just checked it out and see Kaid and Val are both of the operators on defense, which is banned. So that means Echo is still in play, and I'm quite surprised that both of the teams haven't even picked either an Echo or a Mira, and this time we're going to be seeing Havox with the Luxia. He's going to be playing as the Mira. It's going to be very interesting to see how well she's going to be defending, especially on a site on Basement Church. And with that, will be on the way. And if you see on the attacking side, we still have Dokebi. Her calls is going to be very, very important because on the side of Team Havoc, they don't have either a mute or I would say a counter to Dokebi. So that calls is going to be really, really devastating for them. And if one of the defender operator dies, Dokebi can be able to hack the phones to get control of the defender's cameras. And if Dokebi gets a hold of them, if Dokebi gets a hold of those defenders' cameras, it's going to be a hard time for Havox to deal with those certain situations here. Action phase, we have Cherry, who's been playing as the Maverick. He's been doing his job also damn quite well. There are some quite ups and downs with the C4 being placed from the Bandit, but I hope he can be able to compensate it on the 9th round itself. Yakuza playing as the frag role as Ash. He's been performing also damn well, even on defense when he was playing as Vigil, but this time, since it's on attack, he still needs to be careful on Kingslayer, who's been currently being situated on the strip club. Well, with that, we're going to be seeing Sherry opening up the walls of the tunnel. It's quite a simple circle, actually. Not a lot of breaching torch. A breaching torch would be used in that certain effect here. Zim using her DMR to open up the hatches. It's quite a devastating weapon indeed. It kind of acts like a little bit more of like a shotgun, but it's basically a heavy damage in long range. So. Well, with that, a lot of times being wasted, and it's quite surprising to see that Kingslayer is still defending on the strip club. And Dokebi, I believe Dokebi knows the exact location on where it is, so basically he's just rolling it out. And look at that, Luxia with the first, and that too, it's a C4. He's going to take out one of the operators here, and Sam is going to take out the fragger, Yakuza, who has been performing also damn quite well, but since it's not working out quite well here for Team Area 69, as both of the operators are down, the Heart Breacher and the Fragger both down for the count here. Sophia needs to be careful on the Vigil, sees the sees the exact location where Vigil is on the strip club. Here comes Dukebi's call. A lot of fights being going on, and in the end, Sophia will win that fight against Kingslayer and gains the upper hand. 55, I would say 50 seconds left on the side of the defenders here, as Jam has the power of Mira Wall. And since one of the lanes being thrown from the side of Maverick, it's not going to work out because Jaeger eventually rotated back, and he's just going to come back yet again here. A total of 3 to 4 operators on towards the attack as they are trying to gain advantage on towards the kitchen. Now both of the operators, I believe the Cabby and Sophia are both downstairs. Well, there's only Sophia in there because Zam, on the other hand, is going to take out Dukebi here. A lot of tags being appeared from Spidey Tank. So Spidey needs to be careful here. No, it's not going to happen. A really great hold coming on the side of Havox as they're going to be winning 9th round on Basement Church.
Round 9, and what a hold from the side of Havox right there to take the 9th round. Round 10 is in play, and this match is growing ever closer. Both of the teams are getting ever closer in the round count, 5 to 4. Still in favor of the orange team, mind you, still in favor of Area 69, but they're not exactly looking too great. The last couple of rounds 8 and 9, have not gone in their favor whatsoever, even though round 8 on Gym Bedroom was definitely very, very close. Round 9, no contest right there. It was only 1 or 2 bodies dropped for the side of the defense, while the attack just crumbled away like a house of cards in the wind. But that being said, just like the wind. Absolutely right there. But right now, of course, Team Area 69, they are sitting on the same location that they were. They haven't moved an inch since the last couple of rounds, which is 1 round away. 1 winning round away from the match point. All they need to do is get this round, this 1 round, and they put themselves on an advantage, a huge advantage, and put excuse me, massive pressure on the side of Havox. And pressure like that is pretty much indispensable to any team. If you're on 1 round before, like, if you have the chance to go to match point, obviously any team will take it. It comes naturally. But taking the match point is a pretty much difficulty in and of itself, because of course your opponents wouldn't want you to go to match point. And oh dear me, I can see a little bit of an error. The garage wall, there's 1 panel completely unreinforced from the side of the defense. That's a little unfortunate. That's pretty much a free entryway without using any hard breach from the side of the attack. But Teddy, the dog holding on the rafters, he could come in very, very useful right now. The catwalk hold from the dock? Absolutely. But there's no denial from the side of the defense in terms of lead jammers or bandit batteries or the electric claws. So the main wall will also be breached nice and quickly. The castle bracket on the CC window has been broken as well, as looks like Area 69 want to make a quick take on the site. But will they be able to is the real question here. Yakuza dropping down towards the Stocks door. He might want to push from below, at the very least make a push from below, while the Hibana is going to be making an opening into the construction single wall that goes outside of the building. Kingslayer going to hear that. He actually takes back his barbed wire and puts it back down next to the newly opened breach. So a little ballsy right there, and definitely he's able to get away with that as the Hibana went onto the drone in the meanwhile. Cherry, he knows that there's somebody playing on the catwalk, but Teddy is just busy on the camera of Garage. All right, very interesting right there. The man fearless in his hold, as a Zam is going to find one. That is Spidey time off the board. A huge kill right there. That is the Hibana who was trying to go through the newly opened breach. Zim knows exactly where this alibi is playing, but he's not going to win that. Zam gets another one. A double kill for the man, and that is Zim off the board. Once again, Area 69 crumbling on the attack. The Doc knows that there's a couple of players coming in from the side of the main breach, but no, he's going to lose that as Cherry manages to find one. They've got to find many more, however. The Jaeger's made his way back to side. Yakuza's going to be dropped instead. He wanted to go for the push as the Maestro's pre-firing away to glory. So is the Jaeger, but the Jaeger's going to go down instead. The plant could come out. There we go. Tertia's going to be doing that, but there is the super shorty from below. That's the castle trying to play from underneath. He could find a kill here. Tertia's going to find Zam in the meanwhile, and now the castle's going to have to make a rush back to site. Tertio, he's going to be going for the plant. Not quite. He's holding it down. He's holding it down, but what? Lynch, you're fighting it. You're not quite down at your own teammate. The Maveric's there in the hallway. That's what wasn't noticed. And now the Maestro. He's going to move in. He's going to find the planter. That's a big drop right there. Will he find the Maverick? Yes, he will. Kingslayer with the clutch right at the end of the round, denying the plant, making the smart move as the Maverick was unfortunately too preoccupied with taking down the castle and then coming back to site, leaving his buddy just a little too open, just a little too long, and that of course gives round 10 to the side of Havox. They have equalized, ladies and gentlemen, from a 5-2 to a 5-5. Round 11 is in play.
Well, round 11, and oh my goodness, it is so damn intense going around on the side of Havox versus Team Area 69. They are giving it all they've got, and currently, my apologies, currently this time on round 11, we'll be seeing them defending on Gym and Bedroom, and I believe on attack we did see them win on Gym, and this time, since they did have successfully held Basement Church and CCTV for on round 11 Gym, Havox has the
Attackers need to
highest
locate and
potential to
defuse as
go
many
for
bombs as they can.
to put it on match point here. There is I would say there's definitely nothing that can be able to deny it. And this time, with a little bit of operators change being happening on the side of Havoc, we won't be able to see a Maestro being picked, but instead we'll be seeing a trap operator Zam, who was eventually playing as Alibi from the previous round. This time he'll be playing as the Legion with the Legion 2 mine trap. He can be able to not only slow the operators, deny the ability of the attackers to sprint, but also it's basically a free intel for the defenders. And also we have Lynch, who's going to be playing as the Echo. Echo's yokai drone is very deadly when it comes to a 1v3 or a 1v5 situation. He can be able to immediately deny the plant on a 0-second countdown. With that powerful yokai drone, he can be able to basically the main strategy on Team Havoc is to make sure it doesn't happen there. But ooh, a little bit. The attackers were a little bit too lucky where he actually tried to go for, you know, a pre-fire from the window itself. Almost took a health of Luxia's health a little bit, but if it was at the head, Luxia would have been down for the count just like that. But he just got lucky, so he's just going to be falling back for now. And this time he's been playing at the CCTV. He still needs to be careful that they've currently been used a breach charge. So with that, it's just a lot of drone works being used out here, especially on the site of Gym. It's going to be very difficult for Team Havoc to hold this on the site, even though Blackjack, you did say that it's a heavily defender-sided map. This time, it's basically Team Area 69 to prove that it is not that defender-sided map at all. Zofia using a KSOU lifeline to open up the castle panel right from the, I would say, the Gym corridor in which Bandit was there to use to basically Bandit break the wall. But since there's an angle being placed from there itself, it's going to be very difficult. He's going to be throwing the C4, won't be able to connect at all, as so he's going to so he's definitely going to rotate back from the side instead, which would leave the attackers the access to Jacuzzi. And with that Kingslayer, he's going to take out the Yakuza, but still he needs to be careful on Bandit with the heavy aggression coming in from the Kebi, but still she's going to get traded out from none other than Luxia herself. With that, a lot of patience going on, but ooh, Spidey time! He's going to immediately delete Luxia off the board, and with that they have no one who's holding on towards on construction, but still you need to be careful on Zap. Oh my goodness! Oh, sorry, goodness! What did I just say?
Wait a minute, Baba.
Nothing. I just said nothing. I just said absolutely nothing. Yes, Sherry taking out Legion, and with that we only have Lynch and Teddy to close this one out. One nade being thrown out at the bathroom. Still he won't be able to find anything at all. Another nade. Still it actually works out as Lynch is downed. And with that, Teddy is the only operator left where he has to clutch a 1v3 situation here. But no, it's not going to work out. In the end, Spidey time will be there to eventually get the kill as Team Area 69 is on match point.
Alrighty then, Team Area 69 are on match point, but more importantly, the score is 6-5 on what is referred to me by me as the round of ones. That is one round for the blue team, that is Havox, to equalize and push for overtime, give themselves a chance to win this match, or One round for Team Area 69 to close it all out and get the victory. They're finally on match point, mind you. 3 rounds they lost back to back, and they managed to take match point on on Jim Bedroom. But right now,
Attackers need
it's
to locate and
it's going to be
defuse
very
bomb.
interesting to see how Havox goes around, bringing themselves back from once again what looks to be the brink. Basement Church, a site that we've seen quite a bit on Clubhouse. I'm pretty sure all of our viewers already know how it's played, but the meta is going to be in play. Luxia bringing in that little bit of a change, of course, being allowed to play meta down to the fact that the defender bans were Kaid and Valkyrie, as Baba pointed out a couple of rounds ago. Excuse me. And Luxia playing the Spanish operator changes things around. The push from the main stairs falls under a lot more pressure to go through the main stairs door into the hallway and opening up the main wall of Basement Church itself, like church itself, doesn't really become a priority. It becomes a priority to open out the mirror itself. And that is why Spidey Time is going to be playing the Hibana, not just with the hatches, he's got an extra bit of work to do. And the Maverick, Chenny, he's going to have to take at least one hatch so that Hibana can save the amount of Exkairos required to go for that peak. Of course, that's just about how I'd go about distributing, the hard breach utility if I had the chance in this sort of a situation. But then again, there is a second mirror. I'm not really sure which place is Kingslayer. Very close to the stock stairs. He could go for a play right now. Spidey Time's going to be opening up the blue hatch that is in Stock's room. Kingslayer's going for the round. He's going to find him. Spidey Time. Oh, no! The man's been caught on his drones. And Kingslayer is going to find the first kill very early. Very well played to the man, as he's just dropped a huge frag. Havox, they might just be able to win this, but again, it is there are 2 minutes left in the round, and the Havox only have a one-man advantage. There's a roam play coming in from the side of Area 69, but as far as I'm aware, there are no defenders up at the top floor, as all 5 defenders are back inside of sight, even Kingslayer, the man who just did that run out. However, one run out is just that. It's gotten them 1 kill. They can be retraded in as soon as possible. But Cherry, he's going to make those little peaks that we see Maverick players make towards the side of Construction Dirt Tunnel. Zim trying to play a little vertical right now, doing some soft breach versus DMR. He could be found out, mind you. The Mira can play this angle against him. He's going to try to, but no, neither shots are going to connect, as Lynch is going to sit back and relax at the mirror window facing blue and helping out the dock as he goes. Zim still playing vertical all the way up from logistics, but again, he doesn't have too much time. 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining for the side of Team Area 69 to make this push theirs, to make this round theirs and the match itself. But the blue drop is going to face a lot of challenge. So is the push in from the main stairs. Flashbang is trying to try and find the Maestro, but will they? Not quite. That last flashbang is going to work against Yakuza. He's still going to be alive for some reason, as the Doc is going to be going for the peak, but Yakuza is going to win that. Teddy goes down, but Yakuza gets refragged onto by Kingslayer. The visuals here to take that kill, but Zim's going to take down Kingslayer. It's another refrag, as the Decabi has pushed up somewhere else. Not really sure where that one came out of, but it's a 3 versus 3 with 30 seconds remaining on the round. A grenade comes out. I'm pretty sure that was the Maverick, but that grenade's not going to find anybody. The hatch drop on the Moto is in from Tertio. He could find somebody right now.
A bomb is
Pushing in. The Dekebi guys have given away the positions, and there we go. The Jaeger's going to go down, as the Dekebi herself is trying to find where this defender is sitting inside of church. The Maverick's going to push in the meanwhile, as his dirt push might just be spotted out by Luxia, playing by the boxes. Lynch has found one, and there goes another. Maverick goes down. It's all down to the Dekebi. He's found one. He needs to find one more. He won't! He's going to go down, and that's Lynch on the Maestro with the final kill of the round. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to make it an equalizer, 6-6 on round 12. Basement Church goes to the side of the defenders, Havox, and that, I believe, means that everybody knows what I'm about to say next. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Round 13, overtime is in play.
Well, overtime it is indeed, Jack, and this time we have no idea who's going to win on to. We've seen Havoc play oh so damn well on the attack, but this time, since we're seeing Havocs on defense, we'll be seeing them defending on Basement Church and Arsenal Room. So, yeah, Luxia with the meter plays, it's actually working quite well on their favor, because the meter's mirror being placed both on the side of Armory to that could out to the main stairs, to the another to another
Defenders, protect your
my
bombs from
apologies,
being
to
defused
another
by
Mina
attackers.
wall being placed from the blue room, which is quite working quite in the favor of the defenders. And since it's quite working out, Havox would definitely use that opportunity and make sure that it puts it to overtime match point. For on the team of Area 69, they still needs to be careful because on the defending side, it didn't quite work out with a great run of being made from none other than King Slayer to take out the hard breacher Hibana herself, which actually gave the upper hand for Team Havoc to actually win this one out. So
10
since
seconds remaining.
we won't be able to see a Hibana being played, but this time Chelsea using
5
a
seconds to
Maverick is going to be a little bit difficult for Team Havoc to
Attackers
at
must
least go for a
locate
run
and
out. So this
defuse the
time
bomb.
a lot of aggression will be a little bit, I would say, toned down a bit. And with that, action phase is in. Yakuza still needs to, find out the roamers as best as he can, as we see Kingslayer with the bullet holes being made from the, I would say, from bar itself to hold at the stockroom entrance, just to make sure that if anyone would arrive from that, it would be a definite death. Meanwhile, we see Spidey Time repelling in from repelling. He's just holding an angle from the hallways of kitchen just to make sure that if one of them would arrive from the flank, it will be denied as best as they can. Yakuza inside the building of the motorcycle garage as Kingslayer is just going to, he'll just fall back. He'll just be like, you know what, I think I've checked out the site as best as I can, and since there are no operators being holding on to, it would be better just back out. And just like that, they've already in stock as well as on kitchen, as we hear Dokebi's using her first call to eventually find out the exact location of the roamers
Bomb
here.
located by
Mira using
attackers.
one of her C4s at the kitchen, but sad to say she won't be able to find anything, but instead she'll be giving the attackers a lot of sites to check onto. It's a little bit disadvantageous, but it the whole basically works on both sides. So if Luxia can get the opportunity to take out Sophia from surprise, it's going to be a lot of I would say a game changer for the attackers here. Exothermic charge being used on the side of Team Area 69, and it will succeed. A lot of angles to worry about. And currently on the attacker side, they have the upper high control. Sorry, I was about to say high ground, but instead I said high control. 1 minute, 10 seconds left on the sides of Team Area 69, and a little bit of they're just waiting for the proper execute to come in, and I believe the plant is definitely going to be on the side of Arsenal here. Yakuza opening up the hatches of Moto. I believe he's just waiting for the perfect opportunity to push down in, as we see Zofia using her KSOU lifeline, and look at that, Shazam will be able to take out Yakuza. That's one of the fraggers down on the side of Team Area 69, but still no bodies dropped on the side of Team Havoc here. Kingslayer playing on the strip club, he eventually gets detected, so he still needs to be careful on the flank, and that's exactly what Dokebi is doing. But for now, since they only have 30 seconds left, oh no, it's not going to work out quite well here. Kingslayer taking out Dokebi is going to deal a huge blow on the side of Team Area 69, and with Spidey Time, the only operator here who's playing on the side of kitchen, never mind, there's a thermite. He's just waiting for the perfect time to at least go for the plan so that Sophia will be able to at least take them out. A lot of time being wasted here as Mal is going to use one of her flag grenades to take out. It actually works out by taking out Lynch, but Luxia on the other hand is going to take out Spidey Time with the diffuser down, and just like that, Havox will immediately win the round, as they will win round 13, and we are going to overtime match point.
What a play from the side of Havox on round 13. What a defensive hold, and I'm still not certain how Kingslayer was allowed to just sit in strip club the entire round. Only a Dokebi holding down the flank, no one else. Nobody hunted him. Nobody tried to take him out. He came in with a beautiful shot onto the Dokebi, completely deleting that player off the map, and then proceeding to get pretty much proceeding to help his team plus the round. Again, that roamer, he shouldn't have been alive that late in the round, as we have, well, 6 people on double digits today. That's a lot of kills being traded between the top 3s of both teams, mind you, as Basement Church is going to be the side of choice once again. And this is literally turned into a showdown, ladies and gents,
Attackers
because
locate and
overtime
defuse
match point
bomb.
76 is the scoreline. Havoc stand to win this if they win this round, which would be a massive turnaround from the 5-2 down that they were back on roll swapper from 5-2. If they manage to go 8-6, that will be a great comeback. One of the comebacks of season 4 and one of the bigger ones, so to speak, as coming back from a 5-2 is definitely very hard. But right now, they need to focus on this round. They need to focus on getting the roamers. They need to focus on taking down Team Area 69, one operator at a time. Zim is going to be playing the Mozzie once again. That's pretty much the...
5 seconds
And Tertia, of course, playing the Legion. The two major changes between Havox's defense and Area 69's defense. Speaking of course, those two operators, Tertia does about 5 HP's worth of damage by throwing a goo mine straight into the torso of the Mozzie, excuse me. As... outside of a little bit of intel denial, the side of Area 69 are mostly going to be relying on gunfights with the kind of operators they've taken. Sure, the Legion's goo mines are going to work as intel as well. Yakuza is pretty much intel denial, the operator. And then there's, of course, the Mozzie, who does both countering and intel, who does both denial and counter intel for the side of the defense. Capturing the attacker's drones, of course, is one of the necessities of Mozzie, but he can just have his pest lying around in an area, and that area is completely inaccessible for a drone, working pretty similar to a mute jammer. Lynch is going to be going for the breach on towards the construction wall. Spy Time's going to find one that's inside the board. That's a pretty big one. Teddy has taken a lot of damage as well. Havox on the attack, not looking too good. And unfortunate for them, but the Maverick is the one that went down. Smoke holding down Dirt. He's going to be spotted out by Lynch's drone. He's going to push in. No, not quite. Cherry's not going to have any issues in his hold just yet, as the drones, of course, are towards the side of the first floor. The Kali is what's coming in towards the side of Dirt, mind you, and that could be pretty big, pretty hard for the Smoke to deal with, because the Kali can get an angle on him that he probably wouldn't be able to peek with just the 1x of the Hollow. Right now, as everything stands, Tedio himself is pretty low. The drone spotted out where the Smoke is playing Cherry. He's got to play this carefully, as of course Kali's Lance will be caught out by the ADS that's in play there. A second one, not going to find him, but Luxia's going to find Spy Time. He's actually inside of sight. Hello, Luxia. He's inside of Arsenal. Are the defenders aware of this? Cherry's coming back. He might just find the Ash if he goes for this peek. Does he know the trade-off should be in? But no, Cherry's going to go down. That's your Dirt hold already taken care of. And that's unfortunate, but Yakuza's going to find Luxia. Instead, Cherry's still down, mind you. But Teddy has been taken off inside of Blue. And that is a huge kill. It's a 2 versus 4. If Cherry gets revived, a 2v3. But Lynch is planting inside of sight. When did he even get in? And the Kali's going to have to fight the visual right now. The rifle comes out, but no, he tries to go for the knife. He's actually going to get it. And the plant is off from Havox. Thermite, prone right on the diffuser, is holding it down to the best possibility. Seems found one. And the Thermite's going to go down as well. Post-plant hold couldn't come in from Havox as the retake is in. Tertia with the last kill. Cherry still bleeding out to death, but it won't matter as the counter defuse is going to come out from Team Area 69. They're going to win round 14. That means, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the final round of the match. Round 15, maximum overtime is in play. 7-7, only one is walking away the victor.
And with that, Havox is on defense yet again, but also you just need to keep that in mind that Basement Church is off the list since they've already won on the time of 7. I believe it was 6-6 overtime. Taking a Basement Church is a no-go on the side of Team Havoc, so that would be the only option for Team Havoc is to be on the side of CCTV cash room. So it's going to be very difficult because, as I recall, Team Area 69 has actually they've been quite successful in 2 to 3 rounds on the side of CCTV when they were on attack. But since this is maximum overtime, 7-7, this is Havoc's last chance. If they do successfully defend it out, they would eventually win the map of Clubhouse. If not, it would go on the side of Team Area 69. Do or die situation for both of these teams here. And sad to say only one will emerge victorious. Lynch, who's going to be playing as the castle, he's going to be placing his castle armor panels
10 seconds
from the
insertion.
CCTV window just to make sure that. Wait a minute.
5 seconds
Wait,
to go.
they don't have any bandit. This is quite interesting here. I mean,
Attackers
neither
are
bandit
moving
is
out to
being
locate a
played,
bomb and
neither
defuse it.
an echo is being played, nor a Mira is also being played here. This is quite interesting because even though, according to the ban phase, Kaid and Valk are the two operators being banned here. So since Valk is banned, getting a lot of intel is going to be a difficult situation for Team Havox to get onto. So with that, I believe it's going to be a strong defense on the side of Team Havox, as Maverick is going to prepping his breaching charge to open up the walls of CCTV, and I believe no one will be there to contest him because there is no bandit being played on the side of Team Havoc. So I believe this is going to be a hard anchor set, as I believe. And as I see here, Ash with the inverted rappel just to
Attackers have
hold
located
the
a bomb.
angle from the CCTV balcony towards the cash room, so that if there is one person who is holding an angle, he can be able to take out by surprise. Meanwhile, Alibi using his impact mates to open up the walls of a bedroom, as Sophia will be able to use the KSU lifeline to use the impact nade to open up the wall of CCTV. Opening up the CCTV wall is being successful, as we're going to be seeing Dokebi playing on the side of logistics side, but she's still waiting for a move. She's just waiting for a sound cue for Sam to come on in, and looks like Sam is holding on the side of the chest as Dokebi. She's going to be able to take out. No, it's not. She won't be able to take out. Instead, Alibi is going to win the fight, and with that, Dokebi's 2 calls is out for the count. This is not going well on the side of Team Area 69, and look at that. Sam will actually find another one and gets 2 kills instead. Maverick will be able to down Dog, but it's not going to work out because he just stinned himself back up, and he'll easily be able to prone from the catwalk himself. So the frag on the side of attackers is not working, and look at that, Lakshmi is going to take out Cherry. A flashbang coming in on the side of Ash, and she will succeed by taking out Zam, but will it suffice? Because there is only 2 operators remaining on the side of Team Area 69, and it is maximum overtime. 40 seconds left on the side of the attackers. Tertia with almost, I believe, 30 HP remaining, as Yakuza is the only operator on the side of team. Sorry, it's 2 operators left on the side of Team Area 69. No, it's not going to work out. Thermite is down with the diffuser, and it's all down to Ash to clutch it out. Only 1v1 This is not going well on the side of Team Area 69.
15 seconds remaining.
Ash will be able to revive Thermite back himself up,
10
but doesn't
seconds
matter
remaining.
because the proximity mines from the stairs will be able to reveal the location of both of these players. Ash is going to go down, which leads down to Thermite. It's not going to work out yet again. Team Havoc with a long fight till the end. They will emerge victorious on a map on Clubhouse. Man, oh man, did they fought a hard fight.
What a hard-fought victory right here for Havox. Definitely very well deserved, coming from a 5-2 scoreline against them, mind you. They were down 2-5 against Area 69, but as soon as the roll stop happened, they took the rounds by storm, pushing for overtime and eventually getting the victory. Well played to both teams. Area 69 had a good attempt right there as well, as it is unfortunately a loss for them tonight. 8-7 is the scoreline. We are, of course, done with just one game. There's another coming up next. That is Sangfroid Esports versus KL11. Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very juicy game coming up. A very exciting one, that is. We'll be right back with that after this short break. Stay tuned.
being tagged along once again. There's 3 fast from the Jackal, and he's gonna claim the left Skull X. He does get another 50 shots in the second. There's the Jackal taking the fall for it. When he spot, nothing he could have done. KL11 gets a frag. Oh, that is Mr. getting a frag. In fact, that was Caveman who got a frag indeed. I'm gonna have to make this a frag game indeed, but no, the plan is already going down, but he's tagged along. He gets a frag, but there's a frag right back in. The Maestro got very careful. There you go, another frag from Mr. That's a quad kill. Does he get the ace? He's gonna come in and get the ace as well. That's the play from Mr. once again. KL11 does not stop, not while Mr. is on the board.
All alone in a 1v3 that he has to make. He's going to find one. That's the castle on the board. 2 more defenders to go. The Cruz and Reebok are what remain from the side. The defense is going to go for the peak on the Jim. The Rapper's playing around here, and he's still is for that matter. Reebok's going to go for the peak, getting second now. As shots are going to be fired, but no, the Doc actually goes down. The meanwhile, it's all down to the yellow in a 1v1. Will the Jackal be able to make this shit happen? He's going to go for the plan to try and extend the timer and or bait. Jim Cruiser, the last man standing. He's going to be closing in, but no! The bait from the Jackal is in! And that's a 1v3 for Asterix. A beautiful play from the man to clutch the round out for his team. He spotted no, but the fuck is going to do that Kingslayer. That's what Hibana has opened up Batum Hatch, and there's Hyperdition on the flank from the yellow stairs. I just mentioned how the Valkyrie could be big, and Kingslayer is going to face the wrath of being held down in a standoff that they're not aware they're in, but no, Bjork's going to win that as Hyperdition gets another one. That's looks here on the board. It's a 2 versus 5 right now. Shot's got to be careful. He can't use the Rima dash too much. As it there, the Valkyrie's going to get another one. Okay, Lynch, unfortunately, missed a few too many shots right there. As of that, I think he had his... never mind. There goes another one. That's Hyperdishi with the quad in the round, I believe that is.
Yana's going is... Yana's hologram going for the way to put it. What did Kingslayer just pull off? He went for a run. He claimed 2 lives. Look at that. 2 grapplers on the board along with the diffuser. That's the play from Kingslayer right there. That's the easiest kill possibly, but Kingslayer's here with a triple kill. What is this man even doing? Does he find the port? That's a quad kill he's on, and he'll find that. He's on the ace. Where's Stonehart? He's gonna find him. He's hungry. He's gonna go for it. Goes for the Walton. He's gonna try and he is from Kingslayer. Connects. Look at this man go haywire on the side of Sangfroid. Nexus meanwhile cannot frag the aggressive effort. Oh, what a shot from Nexus. He's going to drop the head of 3 kills from the same angle that flicked onto Dark Lord. What was... Alright, you might as well hit this clutch in. 18 seconds left. And there's the 4th kill from the side of Nexus once again. The Echo does not even have to keep shots. Gets everybody's head popped off from the single angle. But the people and Pehvan, that means he has to be corrupt. No matter what, Baker's gonna find out. There's so many kills going on. That all came up. The only survivor to the end of it all. You got to find 3 bodies and not even in the right position, not even time left. That's the finishing kill from the Maker once again. And that will be the Jaeger taking out the final kill. Mercenaries will be walking away with another round. And we'll find this job is going really well for the side of Never Diamonds right now. A very textbook, a very great attack in fact for them. A push-up comes in while the plan is going. He's going to get the Nomad, he's going to get the double. That's a really good play from Horizon. Gets a double kill, confirms the kill onto the Nomad. Another kill from Majima is going to take it. Oh, what a shot from the shotgun. It's a 1 versus 1. He's not going to find him at first. He will. What a play from Wickens. It's all on the Herbie one. Drops the hatch, gets a triple kill. Here's the support from the side of the other defender as well.
3 versus 3, but in the post-match situation, not a good look for the side, or not a good situation for Valiance, but the Montaigne gets one, he gets refragged onto, the Jaeger gets a double, that's Army one, will the counter be denied? No, it won't, and with Hasib already down, that means that Archangel can go for the counter defuse, and Valiance with the retake. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the W Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultra Gear in association with AC Fabrinet Zotac Gaming and Games The Shop. I'm your host Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host Sam and Foxy, co-host Baba Gusta, and admin Mr. Reborn, as I am still not used to not saying that in a rush, as we are here for the game between KL11 and Sangfroid Esports on the map of New Oregon. That's right, it's been a hot minute since we've seen New Oregon in play, but today we will on the final game of Day 3 of Division 3 in Season 4. The match is already underway and it's about to be on your screens just a second. as Baba, New Oregon, I believe this is your first time casting this map.
Well, it's the second time I'm casting this
Oh,
match, Jack. And,
okay.
I mean, as I remember, yeah, the first words where I came into this map was ADS destroyed. So yes, brings a lot of memories, and yes, I really can't wait to see how well it's going to work out on a map on New Oregon. Since
Mm-hmm.
we didn't see quite a lot of Oregon plays being made, but I still believe we did cast a match on a map on Oregon, especially on this map. And looking by the first bans coming in, Thatcher has been banned. It's quite sad to see because maximum bans that we would see would either be a buck or a nomad. And since Thatcher proves to be quite efficient in taking out the utilities, Thatcher will be out on the map of Oregon. Speaking of the second ban, KL11 decides to ban Monty. It's agreeable because Montaigne is quite overpowered when it comes to giving your teammates the cover that he requires. He's basically a wall, but not that much of a wall. He can be at least be countered by a smoke's gas canisters, or I would say the new operator. I would say Medusoc. She can be able to use her the banshees, but since we won't be able to see an ace or a Melusi being played, I guess we I believe we'll be able to see them play Kali and Vamai. And looking by the third ban coming in on the side of KL11, Vamai has been banned, and with that, the last ban would be none other than Mira. So Echo is still up in play, Valk is up in play, and of course Maestro is still up in play, and that would be the end of ban phase.
The end of the ban phase is, well, it's pretty much over, as of course the Wamai ban, really interesting right there, taking away just a little bit of utility denial from the side of Sangfroid. And one of the facets of the Wamai ban, at least what it seems like to me, is especially when we're going to be going down to the basement push from the attackers. Right now, we're going to be heading over to second
Yep.
floor dorms. But the basement hold from the side of defense, especially towards the supply room side, involves a couple of shields facing the blue bunker entryway. And
Mhm.
there's usually a smoke playing behind the one in the hallway behind a reinforced wall, and the other one from the big tower stairs door towards the blue bunker entryway. That is usually a Wamai who holds it down, helping the smoke hold his area down with the Wamai Magnus
Defenders,
that
protect
can't
your
be
bombs
shot,
from being
and with the
defused by
Thatcher band in
attackers.
place from Sangfroid, mind you, the Wamai band is actually pretty smart right there, thinking ahead for that particular push from them, KL11, and getting that ban out of the way. Of course, Wamai just in general is a good band, so to speak. And in this map, for one particular site, Wamai is actually a very good band because Jaeger can only deal with 6 throwables and projectiles. And looking at the attacker lineup right now, there's going to be quite a few flashbangs and grenades in that lineup. So ADSs, they're not going to
10
stand too
seconds
much of a
left.
chance. And it's gonna be interesting to see how KL11 go for this
5
push.
seconds left.
A quick reminder for all of our viewers at home, KL11 and
Attackers
Sangfroid, they
must
haven't played
locate
any
and
matches
defuse the
today, and as of the end of last week, Sangfroid have had a very good week one, that is. They won both their matches on that week, but KL11, they unfortunately haven't had a great start on Division 3. Coming in from the qualifiers, they were one of the most promising teams, mind you, with their mid-round adaptations and, of course, their mid-game changes to the pushes and holds they made. It was, they had impressed both me and Foxy going through the qualifiers, all of us, in fact, going through the qualifiers. However, in division stages, their first 2 matches, not really their best time. However, like I've said before, Team Super from Season 3, they came in, had a very bad Week 1, but then turned things around so well that at the end of Week 3, at the end of their 6th playdate, they had secured themselves the Division 2 spot. So KL11 looked like a team that they could definitely do the same right here. As the Mavericks going to be going for the half-wall trick on the big tower wall, mind you. He could get C4'd by Shot Effects, who's playing very, very close right there. The Bandit, he could go for a kill if he throws the C4 right now. He's just waiting for the Maverick to get overconfident and make this push. But Shot just holding it down. The C4 is going to be ripped onto the soft wall, but Maverick got away in time. And all that's done is open up the soft wall. Not even Pussycat needs to do anything about that, as now the Maverick half-wall trick has been done. So has the breach. No, not actually quite. The breach onto the main wall hasn't quite happened yet. Stone's taking a bit of damage, mind you. That is, I think, from Mischief, the man with the refuse of the Nomad, as the main breach is going to happen. Now Deadwood's gone for it, and he's inside of the closet. He's getting it done. That's 2 breaches, 2 sides compromised, and there's an IQ on the main stairs. But Deadwood's actually going to go down. That's a pretty big drop right there. From round 2 with the smoke canister coming out, but no, Shot's going to take that kill instead. Shot's going to find another one that's bought off the board. That's another huge one, as the Bandit has just gotten 2 big kills. Bot and Deadweight are gone, as Skullex, Mischief, and Pusscat are what remains for the side of KL11. They have to make this play. They have to get this win. However, Hypertishi holding on the kids' dorms. He's got a good spot. He's seen the Maverick go for a face check. He's going to see the Maverick, but no! He'll lose that gunfight instead. And Skullex is going to win that, getting the first round or first kill on board for his team. However, that's just 1. They need 4 more. There's the Goyo Z-Panda inside of kids' dorms. And there's the slide's going to go down. He had a grenade in hand, but it's not going to blow up. Not quite. At least not doing any damage to his fellow teammates. It's a 2 versus 4 right now. As there we go, the Maverick's gonna go for the peak. He's gonna light up the smoke quite a bit. Stoneheart is gonna throw in a canister. There we go. Stoneheart's gotta be careful. No, Skullex has gotta be careful, excuse me. He's gonna go down as Stoneheart's got that kill. It's all down to Mischief in a 1v4 with less than 10 seconds remaining. There's someone to peek him and he will go down. Sangfroid Esports with the hold on the first round are gonna take second floor dorms. And they're going to get the ball rolling nice and quickly in emphatic fashion. 4 men alive versus KL11. And we are going to be heading into round 2, 0-1 in favor of SF.
Well, what a great way to start off the matchup here. Sangfroid Esports successfully defending the site on the kids' domes, even though both of the walls of the mains were already opened and one of the C4 were accidentally being used. Shot FX did use the upper hand by, getting 2 kills. And with that, we'll be seeing a 6 pick where Shot FX is going to be 6 picking from Bandit to Oryx, where Bot is going to be 6 picking from IQ to Kali. It's quite of a weird 6th pick as I see, because Oryx is quite great, especially on this specific map of Oregon, and it's basically a huge playground for Oryx to be playing onto. So it's quite interesting to see Shot FX playing my favorite operator of all, Oryx, and Bot. Maybe it's due to the fact that Thatcher is banned on the side of attack. Taking Kali would be an absolute great option, because you have Bandit still being played. You still have Bandit and Kai, both of the anti-denial ops, which can be able to deny any utilities, either an exothermic charge or an Kairos pellet or Ace's ability, in which he can't be able to use it for now. But since
5 seconds left.
taking out those utilities is quite important. So for denials, we actually have both of them. You have a Thatcher and a Kali. So Kali can be able to open it up without having any problems at all. But it's not quite as similar to Thatcher. If you see Thatcher's EMP, it goes to both ways without dealing damage. Whereas Kali's weapon actually deals Kali's ability will deal damage at all. So that's more of like an insight to get to see what Kali's ability does. So we are going to be seeing Shot FX, who is playing as the Oryx, where he's going to be opening up the hatches of kids. I believe he'll be roaming around in and around the kitchen towards the dorms, and the site will be on the basement laundry. So for the attackers, they still need to be careful on Oryx, who will be quite irritating, not only when it comes to, he would be quite fast at rotation types. If there is a one specific operator coming in, he can be, he can just go up and down as fast as possible. He doesn't even need stairs to go upstairs. I mean, he all he needs is just a hatch and he can just go up in. But still, she needs to be careful on the operator who's playing from the stairs, and that is McHawk, who's playing as the Jaeger, who's playing from the tower stairs. Still needs to be careful on the fight against Skullex, I believe. No, it was Gridlock. Mischief. She's going to be placing her track stingers from the stage just to make sure none of those flanks would be arriving in. She's going to be using her shotguns to open up the meeting hatch. It's quite interesting, because maximum amount of sites who are holding onto the sides of basement laundry to actually reinforce it. But since it's been opened, Oryx will be there to open it up through towards the attic, and I believe he is at the meeting room, hopefully to defend on the side. No, he just went all down in. Oh, look at that! Wow, Goyo didn't quite worked out here. No, it wasn't Goyo, it was Oryx with a lot of aggression coming in, but C4 will be there to immediately take out Oryx and gain control from the side of meeting room. Jaeger will be there to take out Mischief and end the life of Gridlock, but still needs to be careful because there is
Bomb located by
Haid with the
attackers.
sniper rifle being played on the side of meeting hall. So if Jaeger has a little bit of problems, I mean, Jaeger can be able to contest the sniper rifle, but you know a thing or two about the sniper rifle mains. They are quite accurate, and one shot to the body is enough for Kali to eventually confirm the kill. And just like that, Stonehard with the DCSG will be able to. He's going to be taking out Skrillex, and that too with a headshot. McHawk, a lot of problems coming in, but still he will win the fight. Eventually down it, Kali, but still needs to be careful on the sledge, and he will lose the fight to him and gets
10
a
seconds
double
left.
kill. 10 seconds
Attackers
left on
located
the
a
side
bomb.
of KL11. He's
5
going to take
seconds
out
remaining.
Moose as well. They have control on the side. Just like
Attackers
that,
drop the
gets a
bomb
triple
defused.
kill. Hypertushi on the other hand gets dead on kills on deadweight. And just like that, Sangfroid Esports winning round 2 by KL11 failing to plant the diffuser on time. And just like that, Sangfroid Esports is on a 2-point lead.
Well, that was a little unfortunate from KL11 right there. A little bit over methodical, taking just a little bit too long, as that's just unfortunate from the side of KL11. They have done it before. It's a mistake that they seem to be prone to making on the early game. They do correct it towards the end of the rounds, end of the game, mid-game, end of the game. So somewhere around roll swap, you see them starting to correct that mistake. Or if they're defense first, attack second, then it takes just it might seem like it takes a little longer for them to correct it, but it's actually not. They take roughly the same time every single match to realize that, all right, this isn't working out. We're gonna switch things up nice and quickly. Skrillex with the sixth pick out of the buck into the IQ is gonna bring in the German operator for the side of the attack.
Attackers need to
As
locate and
KL11's
defuse bombs.
impetus is to get a round on board. They need to get their ball rolling. They need to win a round against Sangfroid. Otherwise, it's not exactly going to be a good day for them in the second of Division 3. Excuse me. The side, of course, is kitchen and dining, not kitchen and meeting. Or again, kitchen, meeting, kitchen, dining. They aren't really interchangeable, although kitchen meeting has some very good strats that we haven't seen before, down to the fact that meeting room itself wasn't a bomb site in the
10
older
seconds
version
left
of
before
Origin.
insertion.
But they're going to be going back to the more known
5
site
seconds to
that
go.
is kitchen and dining room, with a couple of rotates thanks to Echo having impact drones
Attackers'
as of
objective is
this
to locate
season.
a bomb and defuse it.
And that being said, there we go. We do have the match being reinforced on meeting. The Echo Jones will play the line of sight into small tower from Stoneheart. That's a long one as well. And it could be used against the defenders, mind you, but it's a two-way street. It could either work out for an attacker or it could work out for a defender. Depends on who takes the fight, where and when. Deadweight trying to breach the top of the tower, the big tower that is, as Mercox is towards the side of the dorm room on the second floor. He's going to find Bot very soon. There's going to be a fight happening as the drones are in, and he's going to find where this defender is sitting, but Puskat has found one that is shot off the board. That is a pretty big kill right there, because that's the Doc that has just found his way to the grave. That's unfortunate for him, unfortunate for SF, because Shot Effects is a fairly influential player for their team. Puskat on the tower window seems to have found that kill. He's going to make his way in to the attic area as... there we go. He's going to be droning himself in to the second floor. Stoneheart Zambolo on the meeting door, mind you. It's 3 defenders on the first floor. Mercox himself is down at the basement. There's an IQ on the tower stairs, mind you. Could find him out any second now. Panda the Goyo is going to be an interesting pick as well. Ooh, IQ barely surviving. Actually getting disoriented by the Echo Drone and then pulling back just in time. But Puskat's taking a bit of damage. That is a sledge from a vertical angle, I believe, that the Echo is trying to contest, while Stoneheart very close right now. He could find the IQ. I don't think she knows where he is. I don't think Skullix knows where Stoneheart is playing. He could get the shotgun out and go for the peek right now, but he's going to wait. No, he's going to pull back instead, give away his position, and the Echo's going to go down instead. That was a little bit of a bait, but there we go. Stoneheart and Hypertish out of the board. KL11 have taken the advantage, but Bot, he might find McCox any second now. He's going to see him. Not quite. The angle's not quite there. He's going to push up, but no, the Jaeger's going to win that in a close gunfight. And will the Jaeger find one more? Yes, he will. That's the diffuser drop on tower. McCox with the double. He might go for a triple right now. He's being shot from below. He's got to be careful, as there's an attacker pushing him from behind inside of dorms as well. That is Mischief, who's recovered the diffuser. Is trying to pull back as the Jaeger. Oh, nope, that's not going to work, but the Ash is going to work out instead. That is a big kill. That was the man who just nearly had a cluster gores, made his way onto Attic as well, but the planter, the man with the diffuser, has gotten into sight. No, not quite. He thinks the site is meeting. Oh, no, that's not the site, Ash. He's got to make his way towards inside the site, and he will, barely surviving it, and now they will know where the Goyo's playing. Goyo himself caught in a very bad situation. He won't be able to stop this plan from happening using the C4. Not quite. Z-Panda. He's made the decision. Nope. He's took a while to make that decision. All right. But he still blew up the C4, took a bit of damage himself, of course. And he's in a post fight with 36 remaining in a 1v3. He can't even drop the hatch, I think, because that hatch is still reinforced. No hard breaches from the side of the attacker. Z-Pan is going to have to make his way down the white stairs. He's going to take out the drone, give away his position, I think, if anyone was on that drone from the side of the attack. KL11 are poised to take this round. The push is in. Z-Panda, will he find one? He's going to see the Ash. He's going to take her out. Less than 11 seconds remain. He's got to make this quick. Otherwise, the defuse is going to go past the point of no return. It will. And he's going to go down as well. KL11 are going to win round 3 off the back of an excellent attack. Not getting panicky as soon as they lost a couple of bodies. And that was exactly what mattered right there. McCox, the Jaeger, tried to go for a huge play, and he almost did. Unfortunately, the Ash was there to stop him, and that is exactly why KL11 are going to take round 3. Round 4 is in play, 1-2 for the favor of SF. They are still in a 1-round lead, mind you, and they're going to be heading to dorms on 2nd floor.
Well, domes on 2nd floor, and as I recall from the first round itself, when Sangfroid was defending on the 2nd floor kids room, they did, however, succeed in defending it. They had a little bit of problems on the kitchen of the 3rd floor, and since this is 4th round, and since they have the ability to pick the same site yet again, we are going to be seeing Sangfroid Esports defending on kids room and dorms main hall. On the side of attack, it's been working out quite well. A little bit of
attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Misplays being happening from Hyper to She, where he immediately gets taken out from I would say the IQ, who was playing from the tower itself, taking out Echo as well as Mute. Gets immediately gives KL11 the high ground and as well as the upper hand on getting into the side and planting the diffuser. And 4th round, it's kids' bedroom yet again on the side of SF, and it's going to be really interesting to see here because we still have Stoneheart, who's been playing as the smoke, and there's quite a lot of deployable shield being used. And I mean, we are going to be seeing a Goyo being played here, and he's going to be using one of his explosive deployable shield on the side of white stairs. And with that, we are going to see an accidental TK from none other than Z-Panda, where she was trying to make an angle from right downstairs, accidentally kills his teammate, and that was short effects. The guy who was performing also quite well. Mistakes happen, team kills happen. You just can't do anything about that. I mean, there's a lot of wall bangs happening in, and with that, for Team SF, it is a major disadvantage here. Jaeger playing at the side of Armory Locker still needs to be careful because he is droned out, and the attackers know the exact location on where McCox's location is, but doesn't know what kind of execute to go in. Ash opening up the windows of classroom, I believe. She is definitely going to go in, but there is Stoneheart playing from that specific floor. But that's actually a good usage of the breaching charge from the Ash. Not only taking the health off from Smoke, but also taking out the Bandit charges. If Bandit was still alive, he would have been able to use it out, but still it's not going to work out quite well. Hypertushi in a great spot, but cannot find the head off
Attackers have
from
located
Maverick.
a
He's going to
bomb.
prep out the C4. Maverick, just by hearing the C4 itself, he is a little bit too afraid to open it out. Another sound being made again, yet it's not going to work out because the C4 is being placed. Just it's just basically a waiting time here. Nade being prepped from Maverick. He's going to be throwing it, but eventually won't be able to find a connect, and neither does the C4. Thermite using his exothermic charge at the walls of the main set. He will, however, sustain opening it. But the only problem comes in KL11 is this: no matter if you do open up the walls, they don't have the proper control on the side. And just like I said, Hypertushi will eventually take out Muscat. A very important kill indeed, because that is the sledge down with 2 of frag grenades. Not in the position on the side of KL11. Hypertushi with the great usage of SMG11. However, he still needs to be careful on the frag grenades being thrown out from none other than a Maverick. He doesn't have any frag grenades just yet. Meanwhile, McHawk on the other hand playing from the armory lockers. He's going to be taking out Mischief. That's 2 of the fraggers on the side of KL11 down. As you know, we see Maverick already pushing in, but still Stoneheart. It's going to take out Bot from, I don't know, I believe from the stairs itself. Just like I said, Maverick is not going to win that gunfight against the SMG-11 Mute. As Deadweight will get a kill, and currently he's just the only operator remaining. Sees the gun of the Jaeger and will eventually claim the kill, but still he still needs to be careful because he needs to find the exact location of Hypertushi and Z-Panda, and he doesn't have exactly time for it. Oh, that's a great shot from there, but does he find the third one? No, he does not, and in the end, Z-Panda with the Vector will be able to get the final blow on the side of KL11, as Sangfroid Esports is going to be winning on second floor kids on round 4.
Second floor dorms going to the side of Sangfroid. Once again, looks like the first floor dining site was their weak link. That was KL11's round just a couple of rounds ago, mind you. Round 5 is in play. 3-1 is the score line for the side of SF. They've taken this map so far quite well, coming quite prepared. KL11 are gonna have to make those adaptations that they've been known to make before. Bot's gonna go out of the buck into the Jackal, bringing in the Tracker. As a Shot Effects is pretty much the only one who hasn't confirmed for the side of Defenders, but he might just be keeping the Oryx. Yes, he is. And Basement and Supply, Basement Laundry and Supply is the site of choice from the side of the defense right now. Excuse me.
So,
Round
Jack, I
5.
just want to I just want to apologize you
protect
on
your
one
bombs
thing,
from being
because
defused by attackers.
here's what I'm going to do. Each and every time whenever the Oryx tries to use his Remi dash, I'm just going to use my punchline as best as I can. So try to make sure that whenever I try to make that sound, you will stay in character as best as you can.
I mean, that is an oddly specific request, but sure, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But that being said, right now, of course, it's just a fairly standard setup coming in from the side of Sangfroid. They want to put down their Vulcan shields and the deployable shield of Z-Panda the Smoke, and don't think anybody else has any deployable shields right there, unless the Jaeger's brought his. Shadow Effects, of course, he's got the barbed wires and all of the proximity logs to choose from when it comes to the Oryx. And well, right now, Z-Panda is gonna actually open out the meeting hatch once again. All right, very interesting this one from the side of Sangfroid. You would normally see this be reinforced, but there's usually a couple of roamers playing either in Big Tower or towards the side of the meeting door itself, or making a quick rotate towards meeting, so as that hatch gets protected. McHawk right now on the Jaeger is going to be spotted inside a Big Tower, mind you, and that the rappel might come in from the sledge. He could, or he could choose to go for a grenade. I think he's gone for the grenade. I think he's sitting still right now, as he actually rappelled all the way down, breaking the door instead. The Jaeger being spotted, of course, means that there's going to be a push on towards him coming in from the attackers any second now. Well, Mischief, he's the man on dorms. Oh, wait. Have they just abandoned the push on towards the Jaeger? I think they have. Puskas towards the side of kids' dorms. Scullix is joining out the entirety of second floor dorms area, as looks like McHawks will be allowed to play in this area for now. Mischief pushing in from the attic doorway of bedroom, dorms area, that is. He's gonna just make his way into attic, maybe break on the hatch any second now. The meeting house, that is. And the Jaeger being allowed to... and he's just gonna sit back, relax, and just chill, just vibe inside of Big Tower for the time being. That's the Jaeger, of course. The push looks like it's coming in from mostly the south and southwestern side of the map, but there's the Oryx here, shot effects, small tower, inside of it that is. He's been tracked by the Jackal, and now they know exactly where his shots are going to be fired, but no, he's not going to be found just yet. The man's still alive. He could go for a run out, or he could go for a quick rotate using his Rima dash, but not quite. He's going to just hold on for the time being. Excuse me. As I'm not really sure where the Jaeger went after that. I believe McCox is probably still towards the side of. Ooh, actually, he's still in the tower, but no shot goes for a run out. But he's not going to be not going to be identified, mind you, being the fact that Hypertushi, the alibi, is in play. But seeing the fact that the attackers already know where the Oryx is playing, that really doesn't hold much weight. The Jaeger probably going to take a fight any second now as the alibi goes down below him. No, Hypertushi actually takes Puskat. That is unfortunate for the side of KL11. They've just lost their sledge. And McCox, actually, Skullis is going to find Hypertushi. There's a refrag in with a grenade. Well done to the Maverick. But they've got to find 4 more. Bot's going to find Stoneheart in the meanwhile. As the pusher side is slowly coming in. The gas grenades are coming in from smoke. But Mischief's in just turned down a shutdown shot. As Z-Panda and McCox are what remains. And there we go. Z-Panda is going to drop one. There's the diffuser man. McCox dropped another. As Bot has been injured. He will be revived any second now. There we go. It is a 2 versus 3. Skullis in. He's trying to find where the smoke is, but it's going to take a bit of damage from the canister. As he's going to take a bit more, and there's the SMG-11 from Z-Panda. The diffuser has been recovered. Skullis has gone back in towards the laundry side. He's going to go for the plant by the Vulcan. No, he's going to go for the plant all the way at the main door. Mischief has found Z-Panda. It's a 2v1 right now. All under McCox. The Jaeger against an Ash, and a Maverick is going to find the Ash. No, he won't. KL11 will be the ones to win round 5. On base front laundry, and there we go, deciding against going for the Jaeger, deciding against dealing with all the roamers, pressuring the site from the weak points that was left open from the side of Sangfroid, and getting the round win eventually. It did take a few bodies, it did take a little time, and it almost would have not worked out if the Maverick hadn't gone for the plant, but it did, and now it's a 2-3 scoreline on round 6. Sangfroid is still on a 1-round lead, but it's just a 1-round lead on Oregon. We're on the last round before roll swap.
Well, 2-3 still in favor of SF Esports, and I believe that was a really great place coming in on the side of KL11, knowing that the fact that there is one guy playing from the tunnels, he would just rotate back from the laundry room and he would be planting there. And yeah, it actually did quite worked out in the end, because it actually did extend the time on the side of KL11, and eventually got the win. Round 6 still is going to be basement laundry, and it is quite sad for me to see that the Oryx is not up in play. And also I did forgot to say my punchline on round 5, where he actually did use his Remidas to open up his balls. But you know, let's hope that some of the other teams might be able to pick Oryx in the next matchup or at the next year. Anyways, round 6 we still have the Panda playing as the Smoke, and I believe there is 3 of the trap operators. We have Smoke, we have Legion with the Goo Mines, and Boyo with the deployable shields. He can be able to use it to deny the push, or I would say get some great kills right out of it. On the side of attack, we have Redwade, who's playing as the Thermite. He'll be able to use I would say, I was about to say Exkyros pellets, because Exkyros pellets is where Hibana uses. So yeah, Thermite is going to be using his exothermic charges to open up at least the hatches onwards on meeting, but still you really have to be careful for short effects, because he is currently being playing on the laundry stairs. And I believe when short effects was playing Oryx, he was playing on the side of kitchen, on kitchen and long, I would say, big tower, and it wasn't quite working out for him. So changing not only the operator, but also the flank routes maybe gives the upper hand on the side of SF Esports. And judging by the dronauts coming in, McCock is, I mean, he got detected by 2 of those drones, so he's just going to fall back from the laundry instead. Ash is going to opening up. Ash is going to be arriving at the main stores instead. But for the attackers, sad to say that all of the defenders are not roaming, but in fact all of them are playing on the side, which would leave KL11 the opportunity to open up the walls as long as they wish. That they won't even have to, you know, feel any fear that SF Esports' flank will be on the way. Zofia using her lifeline pellets to open up at least one or two of their deployable shield, and she will definitely succeed in taking it out. Even though there was an ADS being placed right in front of it, she will. I believe she used two concussion nades and one impact nades to open up the deployable shield. And with that, a lot of times being wasted, a lot of drone work being coming in on the side of KL11, and a pre-fire coming in on the side of Puscat, who still won't be able to find anything at the moment. And I believe Hyper is a little bit tagged. It's not going to be that much, but still needs to be careful, as we are going to see Hyper Dushi being disconnected. This is not going to work out well on the side of SF, because now it is a 5v4 situation here, as we hear a reinforce being made on the side of Laundry, just to, just because that there were a lot of people being contesting on the side of Tunnel. It was a really good decision to reinforce it, but Pot on the other hand will be there to take out Jackal, so he's going to conceal his position by staying on towards the supply room, in which KL11 doesn't have the necessary drones to even push on with, and they don't have that much amount of time to even worry about. And just like that, one shotgun to the body shot, Panda will be there not only to take out Bot, but also take out Mischief and Puscat. What the hell just happened here? Deadweight is the only operator remaining, and he only has 15 seconds left. Panda making plays for the team, and Sangfroid Esports is staying oh so damn well on basement Laundry here. Wow, Deadweight have absolutely no idea on what to push, on what to do, and just like that, they're going to be wasting a lot of time as Sangfroid Esports. Wow, that was a great SMG shot there on the side of SF, as they will win 6th round on Basement Laundry.
Well. Sangfroid Esports 4-2 is the scoreline in their favor, and round 7 rolls up means that they're going to be going into the attack. I'm not sure if they've called in a rehost just yet. They have of course lost Hypertrushi right here, and it's going to be a 4 versus 5 going forward. But the way Panda played right there, picking up at the loss of his teammate, absolutely fantastic to see from the man. As right now, it's going to come down to what comes next in these rounds between both of these teams. KL11 on the defense on Oregon. They're going to be going to, oh wait a minute, they're going to first floor meeting and kitchen hall off the bat. All right, very interesting right here from the side of KL11. That's a very unorthodox opening site, mind you, because people would usually prefer to go on the second floor dorms area or the bottom floor, the laundry supply rooms. But it looks like KL11 wants to go for a little bit of a bait and switch right here, and not quite a bait and switch, just the old switcheroo, as they say, as they've got some rotates and lines of sight being established on the second floor as well right now. Again, a very unorthodox pick on their opening site on defense right. It's not their first defender win, then they're like the second defending round. It's not like they've won 2 rounds back to back and then are coming to the site. No. This is their first defending site. And excuse me, they've gone to this site,
objective is to
and
defuse the bomb.
it's going to be very interesting. I mean, I've stressed that point a couple of times right now, but it's just the fact that you don't see stuff like this normally, shall we say, in most other games. That's actually the preferred way to say it. As we have Deadweight on the bottom floor. All right, he's going to probably do some Valkyrie cams down there, maybe just roaming down there, just vibing as the proxy alarms are going to come off from Skrillex, the man. But the castle, of course, lost his impacts with the introduction of the proximity sensors. So he's traded the impacts in for the proximity alarms, and I mean, it makes sense. The castle has a super shorty that he stole from Mozzie, so he doesn't really need impact grenades, so to speak. Mischief holding down on the other side of Attic. The northern end of Attic will be pushed any second out. The open rotate that they have in there.
A bomb has been located.
As Mischief holding down towards this particular area. He might just be, oh, there we go. The Jackal track is actually in, and now they know that there's a Jaeger holding down on the sector Attic area. The proxy alarm is going to give away the fact that there's a Zofia pushing in, and Skrillex is here to support the Jaeger. The castle holding down on the attic door as Panda's got an angle. As there we go, Zofia will in fact take out the proxy sensor with the help of the Maverick holding down cover, using his blowtorch, of course, to find an angle on towards the long end of the attic corridor. Alex still holding down. He's got Mischief for support in a crossfire, but he's pushing up and he could be taken down here, and there we go. Skulls is going to go down. Z Panda gets that kill, and that's unfortunate for the side of KL11. They've lost a pretty big one right now. The man count is 4-4. It is equalized, but the first kill for the side of Sangfroid has happened. And there we go. Bot with a beautiful shot onto shot is going to find that kill. That is your Hibana down. But Jackal's going to be scanning a couple more footprints. That is the mute. And he's going to get taken out instantly by the Zofia. Nice and quickly. A quick take towards the side of Attic is going to put Mischief in a spot of bother. He's got a Zofia right next to the door. A Maverick all the way on the other side. And I believe that's... not really sure. That might just be the Jackal who's at the pre. So if it's going to push in, going to be spotted by the Jaeger, but no, the prefire is going to give away the Jaeger's position. Instead, as Zofier's made his way in towards the game room, he's trying to find where Mischief is playing, but Mischief himself sitting very still. He's going to swing wide. He's going to find the Zof. No, he's going to miss. Unfortunate for him. Cox with a double kill, and he's still got plenty of HP to make this play happen. As the My Magnus are going to come out from Stoneheart, he's going to drop in, and so will Z Panda. The plant will come off to site anytime soon. Stoneheart's the man with the diffuser. He's gotten all the smokes in. The gas canisters are coming in as well, but they're not where they need to be. Z Panda's coming in towards the rotated meeting hall. The plant's going to go off. Pussycat with the SMG-11. He doesn't know that there's somebody behind him. He's pushing up. Will he find one? No, he won't. He's going to get taken out. Instead, it's all down to the Valkyrie, the last man standing, and that is Deadweight inside of Kitchen in a 1v3 post plant. The man's got 3 attacks to go through. He's going to find one. There we go. The down's in. The kill won't be confirmed, but that's fine. Stoneheart is down. He's got to find a couple more. Macox is low on HP. Z-Panda himself on the big tower. He could be the changing factor right now. He's going to rotate down the big tower. He's going to take a few shots. No, that's actually Macox. He needs to get the kill onto the Zofia quickly, and he will, because the Zofia, of course, can withstand. He needs to find this last attacker, and he needs to find him quick. The diffuser is gone past the point of no return. That's unfortunate. There's no time for the clutch, no time for the counter defuse, and it will run out, and the bombs will be diffused by Sangfroid Esports. They're going to take round 7 on the attack. And unfortunate for the side of KL11. It was a good attempt from the Valkyrie, but just not enough for the man, as even if it's a 4v5, it does not matter. Sangfroid have taken round 7. They are 5-2 on round 8, and this match is it's not quite as close as one would have thought coming in way back when it began.
Well, it's a 4v5 at a man disadvantage, and still Sangfroid Esports emerged victorious, but still they have a lot more points to go on to, because they only needs 2 points to eventually win the matchup against KL11. KL11 on the other hand, they did make some great plays. I mean, board with SMG-11, my goodness, that's like they are on point when it comes to getting headshots, and that too with the best gun, the SMG-11. So with that, it is round 8. It is 2-5 still in favor of Sangfroid Esports, and with that, still on a man disadvantage, 4-5. It is on the side of Basement Laundry, and I believe on round 7, KL11 was KL11's first side at Roll Swap, where they played first floor meeting, and this time it's going to be Basement Laundry so the highest possibility for KL11 to win on this side of Laundry is it is quite high, not only because of how that map is also heavily defender favored map, but also at a man disadvantage, especially on the side of Sangfroid Esports, is going to be very difficult here. Castle using his armor panels at the meeting room, and they have decided to reinforce at the meeting room as well. But still, there are 2 of the players who are playing at the garage, especially from on the side of attackers, and still you have Macaque who's playing as the Zofia, will eventually push in from the white stairs, I would say the white stairs hallway. And with that, KL11 deciding to strongly hold on meeting hall. Jaeger immediately sees the hole being made on the side of the meeting hall. He will eventually fall back, and I believe there are 2 of players on the side of KL11 playing on the side of meeting room. That is Mischief as well as Pussycat, both of them who's in which No, it wasn't Puscat, it was Skullex. Mischief and Skullex both being on the side of meeting room will eventually give a lot of problems for Team Sangfroid Esports to at least get onto. So they have decided to push in through the freezing room, in which none of the defenders have decided to hold on to that specific angle here. One of the Excaro spells being used on the side of Hibana, and so it's just going to be a matter of time where they try to open it out, as a lot of time is also being wasted on the side of Team Sangfroid Esports. They are just waiting for the proper time, or I would say the proper execution. Zofia using her KSOE lifeline of both concussive as well as the impact, but still they don't know that Valk has actually placed her Black Ice Cam at the side of Freezer, which gives a great amount of intel on the side of KL11, especially where the player who actually plays Valk has great amount of intel, and that intel can be converted into something good here. Skullex, still they don't have the control of meeting room just yet. This will cause a major detriment on the side of Sangfroid Esports if they don't be careful on the side of execution. Playing also close from the laundry room, but what? Again with the TCSG, he's going to take out Stoneheart, but Z Panda will be there to finally shut bot down. So with that, they have control on laundry, but still they don't have control on the supply room just yet, and that's where Jaeger is peeling.
Attackers activating
playing.
diffuser.
Look at that, the diffuser has already been planning on the side of Sangfroid Esports, and now it's a push on the side of the defenders here. A lot of it's a 3-man push here on the side of KL11, and Z Panda will finally get one who was playing from the freezer here. A lot of fights being coming on in, but Deadweight will eventually find one, and that is Z Panda off the board here. Skullex and Deadweight finally gaining control on the laundry side, but they don't have the angle just yet. Skullex and Puscat will be eventually, they're going to take out the whole team on Sangfroid Esports, and just like that, KL11 will finally win their first defense on round 8 on Basement Laundry.
Well then, round 8 going to the side of KL11, a victory they needed and needed so desperately indeed. Round 9 is in play. The lead is still somewhat heavily towards the side of Sangfroid. 5-3 is the scoreline in their favor. KL11 need to win 2 more rounds back to back. They'll be heading to second floor dorms right now off the back of that beautiful site hold retake, mind you, given the fact that the plant was off from a Maverick who had just about managed to sneak his way in. However, with all that being said, it is still their lead. Sangfroid, they still sit 1 round away from match point. They're definitely feeling the loss of Hypertushy right here. But whatever they've done, however they've held ever since, it has worked out in their favor quite well, as all they need to do is win 2 rounds. That's all they need to do, while the side of KL11 need to win 2 rounds to get into an equalized scoreline. That would make it even spicier, and maybe, just maybe, going to dorms is what they need to do. Round 7, the first round post roll swap, they tried to go for a meeting room hold, a meeting and kitchen hold. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out, as that site is, it's a little out there, shall we say. It's not exactly the best site that New Oregon has. But, you know, that's par for the course for every competitive Rainbow Six map. There's always that 4th site that nobody wants to go to for a certain number of reasons. And understandable, you know, you can't have every perfect site on every map. Right now, fairly standard hold coming up on the side of KL11, some impact, some vertical length of sight. The Maestro's in place, Skullex with his evil eye, and the Alda will be probably a changing factor in this round itself. But whether or not he's going to be able to influence this round a lot or a little will remains to be seen. Bot once again playing the meat with the shotgun on the SAS operator. As we've got the pulse in play from Puscat, the man is playing an operator that is, excuse me, quite potent on just about any map that has any site of any map that has a breachable floor. And Pulse in New Oregon is definitely also first projected with a quick take on towards the side of the meeting wall towards Big Tower, and the Jaeger, that's Mischief, who's playing down there, is going to be facing the music anytime soon. Looks like their window on towards the side of Kids' dorms was broken as well. There we go. There's a small breach there. Skullex holds that down for just a second before unpeaking that area as the as the Pulse is pulled away from the Big Tower wall on the first floor, that is towards meeting. However, Z-Panda, he's just analyzing his work here, trying to do the Maverick half-wall trick. He may have missed a few spots. He's just coming in for the cleanup, but he's got to be careful. Deadweight could find his feet any second now if he gets too cocky. Not quite. Oh, there we go. He's actually finished up the trick, and now he's going to send his drone through while he waits for his teammate, the Zofia, to come in and breach that soft wall, get it over and done with so that they can make this push onto Adek happen and hopefully find a couple of heads in the process. He's kind of joining him in. He's going to find where the Valkyrie's sitting. The marks are coming out. As right now, bot is going to be... Okay, looks like Sangfroid want a rehost. After this round, looks like they might just be able to get Hypertushy back in the lobby, which would be absolutely amazing for them. They definitely do need that fifth player, as the loss of their fifth has definitely been hurting them quite a bit. Right now, however, Mishu is going to find one, and Skullis is going to find another, making it a 5v2 very quickly, but Mishu gets refragged onto by Makak. The Zofia, he's going to take some shots in return from Puskat. No damage being done, mind you, as it is definitely looking like a round that's very interesting. Puskat's going to find Makak. That makes it a 1v4, all down to the Hibana. Instead of Adek, will he find one? Yes, he will, but the information gets traded out. It's a 1v3, but she needs to find three more defenders. Will he find one more? Yes, he will. The connect on the head of Deadweight as Stoneheart, the last man remaining for the side of Sangfroid, needs to make this play. He unfortunately drops the fuser, picks it back up, and he's going to be moving in through the white stairs area, but there's going to be resistance. Most notably, there is Skullis, the Maestro in play, but there's Bot as well. The man's peeking. He's got a shotgun in hand. He could definitely go for this. Will he, though? That remains to be seen. He's seen where the Hibana is. The Maestro knows as well, but the Maestro will find him. There we go. The kill is confirmed. KO11 are going to take round 9 on second floor dorms. Once again, a great hold as the Rios has been called by shot from the side of Sangfroid Esports. Ladies and gentlemen, the score is 4-5, still in favor of SF. It's just a one-round lead, mind you, and we'll be right back on the other side of this rehost. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah! Going through my head like a jet plane, going with the lights on. Turns out it started with a fight tonight. See me in the car going right to your
game between Sangfroid Esports and KL11 as we are here back from the rehost that Sangfroid called to get everything set up, to get their man back in the lobby. Hypertushi is back in as it is a 5-4 scoreline in their favor. Looks like we're going to be heading back to first floor meeting hall from the side of KL11. They're fairly emphatic on the site. And now in round 10, they're going to be choosing to go back there. They didn't exactly have a great time, even when Sangfroid were playing a 4 versus 5, mind you, against them. It still went to the side of the attackers. Now, Hypertushi, he's going to go out of the gridlock into whatever operator his team needs. That is the Capitao. And this should be a very exciting round coming ahead.
Well, round 10 still in the favor of Sangfroid Esports.
Attackers
So
need
it's
to
going to
locate and
go
defuse
so
as
damn
many
well.
bombs as they
But
can.
still, KL11 still has the possibility of making this match go to overtime. So, I mean, we did see a lot of plays coming in on the side of Sangfroid Esports, especially when they were the ones who were defending. It did quite work out well for them, but also on the side of defense, when it comes to KL11, they have been performing oh so damn well, especially Deadweight, who's been performing oh so damn well thanks to his Valkyrie's Black Eye Cams, which has been played oh so damn well. Which
10 seconds remaining.
for on the side of Sangfroid Esports, they're having a bit of, I would say, a lot of
5
problems
seconds remaining.
dealing with those cams, because with that information that
Attackers must locate and
arrives at
defuse
the
the
side
bomb.
on the defense, which was a higher possibility of winning it, and with that we will be proceeding to action phase. My apologies. Skullex, who's playing as the castle, he's going to use one of his castle panels, armor panels from above, and he's going to be using his super shot, which it was in the hands of Mozzie, now it is in the hands of Castle. We're going to be able to make a rotation at the ad deck. It's quite interesting to see that, because many of them wouldn't actually make those rotation holes, but still, I still remember they actually did made another rotation hole back from round 5 or 6. I have no recollection of that match either, but still, that rotation hole might be very informative, and just like that, a mischief without having any proper intel whatsoever. He's going to take out Hypertushi, but still he needs to be careful of the nade from below, and he's going to get tagged quite a lot, but still survives at the top tower, which leads to Zipanda losing both of his grenades, which will make Zipanda eventually fall back. He's just going to hold the angle, but for how long? He needs to be on a certain area where he needs to open up the wall as best as he can. Stoneheart getting tagged from none other than the guy who was playing from the stairs. It's none other than it's Deadweight. Still needs to be careful, because she has to rotate back from the site. But oh, I just realized the site is at the meeting room. So for KL11, they're just playing as aggressive as possible to take out the heavy aggression coming in on the side of Sangfroid Esports, and it is quite working well in their favor. One of the Expiros spellers from the Hibana is going to be able to open up, I believe, the hatches. I quite have no recollection on where it's been used, but still, no. It wasn't on the hatch. It is on the walls of meeting room where Hibana with the diffuser. The only problem is they need to take out some certain operators so that they can at least get onto the side and plant on the side as best as they can. But sad to say, that time is running out for them, as Zofia is going to be heavily, I would say, compromised her location thanks to the defender's proximity gadget. And with that, a lot of time being wasted around yet again on the side of Sangfroid Esports. They need to figure out a way to not only get inside the site, but also extract as best as they can. A lot of fires, a lot of free fires been coming in on the side of Maverick, as the smoke is going to use. Oh my goodness! That shot eventually downs the Panda, and just like that, Stoneheart will be able to take a lot of kills. A massive bloodbath, but in the end, Puscat is the only ops remaining. He doesn't have any gas canisters left, so he needs to take this gunfight, but no, he won't be able to get kills on from the diffuser on time, as Sangfroid Esports will succeed thanks to McHawk holding an angle to support his team, and just like that, the score has been equalized. Sorry, it's not equalized. It is match point. Yes, it is match point. I'm just stunned. I'm just stunned on how how the SAS shotgun works. All right, he was at the meeting room while Maverick was playing at the I would say outside. I would say at the meeting entrance. One shot to the head immediately downs Maverick. That was wow. That was like more of like a game changer, Jack.
Well, it almost was. The mute needed to stay alive to affect the change, mind you, but there was the Zofia to push in Makok, getting a couple of quick kills. That was what secured the round for them. And then the plant, unfortunate for the smoke. He saw the head of the Hibana, but couldn't line it up in time. And the Zofia got him instead. That 1v2 could have worked out for the side of K11. It
Defenders,
didn't
protect your
quite.
bombs from
And
being
that is why
defused by
Sangfroid
attackers.
Esports are now on match point. We are headed to basement laundry, ladies and gentlemen. This is a side that has worked out in the defenders' favor all the time. As the only time it didn't work out for defenders was back in round 5, and that was KL11 pushing on attack. But immediately on round 6, the side of Sangfroid, when they were defending, managed to hold it off again. So aside from that one round, every time the side of basement laundry has been played, it has gone in favor of the side of the defense, whether it's been K11 or the side of
seconds left.
Sangfroid.
Attackers have located
With that
the
being
bomb.
said, of course, this is a side that's going to be hotly
5
contested
seconds
right now
remaining.
because the side of because Sangfroid, all they want to do right now
Attackers
is
are moving
get
to
the
defuse
match
the bomb.
point, get the victory. They're already on match point, of course. And K11, what they need to do right now is win 2 rounds to equalize. They might be able to win this one because Basement Laundry is a very, very good side for defenders to stay on. But again, it's a might, it's an if, it's a probability, and they need to make that probability into a reality. Right now, the drones are coming in from the side of Sangfroid. They want to make sure that they know where these roamers are. The meeting room is actually quite. It's got some heavy-duty reinforcements. You have the castle barricade, and of course the use of the reinforcements. But we do have the sledge in play, who's pushing down towards the castle barricade on the main stairs. That gives away the push that's happening. But shot's gonna go on his drone instantly. There's a Vulcan shield and a Goyo right there to find him if he were to go for that Z Panda. In the meanwhile, going down the white stairs, shot's gonna push in, break the door. As the Goyo, he has the Vulcan shield. He could blow it off and go to cover somewhere else, but that would have put him in a bit of a spot. As the hatch above the white corridor that is going to be opened up by the Maverick using his blowtorch. Other than the Maverick, the Hibana is that is Stoneheart is the only other hard reacher who's going to be opening up the side of the white wall, the freezer wall that is, towards the main wall of sight itself. The breaches in as there. Ooh, Skullex with a long angle is gonna find Hypertishi. That all right? That's a pretty big one right there. That is your capital of the board. But will the Goyo be found? I think one of the attackers had an angle on him almost, but not quite. As Sangfroid in a bit of a disadvantage. They need to make this play happen. They need to get into sight and make it theirs. As the grenade's gonna come out, it's gonna find him. Oh dear me! It just rolled into the killing radius for Bot. Unlucky for the man, but that is shot with a beautiful grenade play. As Puskat's gonna find shot effects on a refrag. It's a 4 versus 3 right now. As there's 60 seconds remaining for the side of the attack. He's gonna come in. There we go. One more for Puskat as Devin's gonna find Z Panda, but Valkyrie's gonna go down. In the meanwhile, that's the refrag from Stoneheart. He
Bomb
needs to find
located by
3 more.
attackers.
He's the man with the diffuser. And he could make a play happen. But there's the smoke once again inside of that laundry cubby. He's going to push in. That is the Hibana in towards the back of supply room. He could, in fact, go for a bait. No, he's not going to. He's giving away his position instead. There's the castle plane goes to him. He'll be down. Skullex goes down. But there is the shotgun from the smoke. No, the mute coming in any second. Now, Puskat, he could find this kill if he goes for the peek. As Stoneheart, he's got 2 more defenders to go up against. He's pushing in and he knows that the cubby is a place. But no, there's from behind him, from the cold room area, the cold corridor, white corridor, as that is the Hibana's own breach being used against her. Well, not quite. It was the rotate, but regardless, it still was used against her. And that is going to give the side of KL11 round 11. And now, round 12, the round of ones is in play. 1 round for the side of KL11 to equalize and go for overtime. 1 round for the side of Sangfroid to win.
Well, Sangfroid Esports have one last chance to immediately get control of this map, while on the other hand, KL11 has the chance to put it to overtime. And just to decide what's going to happen on that, they will be playing on the site of Kids Dorm, in which the defenders has the highest possibility of winning it. But with Sangfroid Esports performing also damn quite well, there is a higher chances where they
Defenders,
might
protect your
close
bombs
this
from being
one
defused
match
by
out here.
attackers.
Prep phase, when it comes to the operator side, we still have Skullex playing as the maestro. He can be able to use his evil eye cams at a particular site where he can be able to not only I would say irritate the diffusers who is planting the diffuser, but also he can gain great amount of intel if the attackers doesn't have the proper utility to take out the evil eye cam. And I would definitely say on the side of KL11, they have a lot of intel ops and one
10
intel
seconds left.
denial ops. So the intel ops would definitely be Maestro, Pulse, and Valk.
5 seconds left
And
before insertion.
when it comes to denying those intels, you only have the mute, and
Attackers
obviously
must
the
locate
Jaeger,
and
because
defuse the
Jaeger is
bomb.
quite important because of his ADS. He can be able to deny the utilities which arrives on the side of the attackers. Well, there you have it. Match point on the side of Sangfroid Esports, and for KL11, it is a last chance to put this game to overtime. A lot of pressure being coming in on both of these teams as their basically the tournament is on the line. And just like that, we're going to be seeing a drone works coming in on the side of Sangfroid Esports. They're just going to drone it out, find exactly what the positioning is, and I believe that's Short FX who's playing at the garage.
Reloaded!
Is just holding an angle from the meeting room just to make sure that the rotations coming in on the side of the KL11 will be, I would say, blocked, gridlock, using her track stingers just to make sure the flanks from the defender side won't be able to irritate a lot from them. Panda is going to be doing his work by using his glowing torch to open up the walls on the side of Attic, but still needs to be careful because there is a Valk with the deployable shield being used, and sad to say that the Valk doesn't have a C4. Instead, she has a deployable shield instead. This would cause a lot of problems for her, but still that deployable shield will eventually give the proper cover that they need. And I believe with the Puscat is the only operator who has the C4 to deny the, I would say, deny the plant from below itself. But I would say on a map like Oregon, the maximum amount of plays would either be they would mostly prefer on gunplay itself. Zipanda opening up the window just to make sure that if there is one guy, sorry, my apologies, one guy coming in from the Dom's window, he can be able to at least deny it. And we'll look at that, the first frag coming in on the side of Short FX while he was repelling from the kids. He'll be able to take down Bot. That's the muted down, so one of the C4 as well as the SMG11, quite a powerful weapon, is down. Gridlock is going to throw one of her track singers, but immediately gets denied from none other than Valk herself. She's going to be throwing one more again, but gets caught from ADS instead. So even though the fracturing is not working out quite well, Short FX is doing his job by taking out Deadweight. That's the whole control on Attic on the side of Sangfroid Esports. Slowly the attackers are gaining control on the side as KL11 has no answer to give whatsoever to. Mischief playing on the side of White Stairs, still afraid that there is Short FX, who might appear from the stair. But no, Short FX is quite important, and just like that, he's going to take out Mischief and gets 3 kills on his name. Skullex and
15
Puscat are the
seconds
only
remaining.
two operators remaining on the side of KL11. They need to make their plays. Puscat is going to
10
take,
seconds left.
he's immediately going to shut down Short FX, but still the attackers are already on the side.
5 seconds
They're
to
going to
go.
take out Pulse. The only operator remaining is Maestro, and he will go down as well. Sangfroid Esports proving their worth on map Oregon as they will win round 12 on second floor Kids Room and asserts dominance on the other team.
And what a victory it is for Sangfroid Esports. KL11 unfortunately continue their disappointing venture into the division stages in season 4, as they have just lost their third game in this in the season. Season 4 not exactly great for them. They did make it into the divisions, but unfortunately they have not been able to capitalize on getting here with a bang. With that being said, that is of course the end of day 3 of Division 3 in Season 4, ladies and gentlemen. A quick recap of what we saw today. Almost Walkover took on Team Area 69. Area 69 absolutely shutting down Walkover, a 7-1 victory for them on Cafe. Almost Walkover then went on to take on Instinct Esports in their second game of the day. On Coastline, Walkover took that match 7-3, returning to form after a little spell of bad form. Havox and Area 69 started off our second stream of the day with a match on a Clubhouse, the closest match that we've had today, maximum overtime, and it went to the side of Havox 8-7, coming back from 5-2. And finally, Sangfroid Esports versus KL11 that we just had. Sangfroid are the winners, and they have taken the map of New Oregon 7-5. With that being said, that is going to do it from all of us here at the WBLAC Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. Myself, Blackjack, my co-caster, Baba Gusta, our admin, Mr. Reborn, as we will be saying goodnight and come back tomorrow with more Division 3 plays. Stay tuned, and good night.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black MVME SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultra Gear Gaming Monitor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth.